All right, how are we doing now? Can we hear? Turn your camera, turn your YouTube up.
Yeah, okay. There it is.
There it is. All right. All right, how are we doing now? Sounds a little grainy, but that's okay. We're chilling. Yeah, mute that shit though, since you're right here. Fuck it. Okay. One day I'm gonna start sending out emails to make sure people fucking can see it, but for now, we'll chill. All right. Let's get out of that. Here and no sound. Mission Kingdom. Awesome. Happy to have y'all. We got 8 people watching. Very nice. I got the camera set up in front of me here, so ideally this picture's a little better. Let's see if I can turn it just a bit. I got my brother Brennan here as well. He's trading with me. Yeah. Let's get this turned around and we should be good to go. All right. And we are recording this, so we should have a lot of good content from here. All right, so far so good for today. We are trading inside of one of our Apex eval accounts. Brennan's account is, what are you, 50 bucks from passing already this morning?
Yeah.
And then I'm about 1,000 out as well. So really, really good. Morning run. Happy to have y'all. So looking to pass this eval in just one day today. The signing was a little bit quicker than I expected, so we got on about an hour early, which is great. Love that. And just some additional updates to the model here. As some of you guys can actually see here. Got the clouds on there. These are just EMA clouds, nothing special about them. I do want to add them in the next version of the model, which I should have done today based on what I've been hearing. You'll have the option to have it look more like this. So it'll just be the clouds along with the predictions, which would be short right here actually, is what the model is calling me, the theory is calling for. So we should have a short right here actually, not a long, but so the next version will have that. We'll still have the trend meter down here. I'm actually going to adjust this for just a second and make it a little bit better. So I want this to be, oops, that needs to be orange. And make it a little bit thicker, and then this needs to be green. All right, and then looks like we're looking for who knows what right now. We're just kind of being patient, but that should be fine too. I'll even make this like a more of a red. That's fine. Oh shit, this needs to be green. Sorry. How's that? And then burnt orange, maybe more of a red. I'll take red. All right, cool. And we are good to go. All right, so none of you guys watching, thank you for joining and tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. That always helps. And let me know what kind of content you guys are looking for. Today we're gonna be Apex eval trading. We have our ATR sitting at 9, so we're good for today. Friday, looks like the market did give us some moves in the AM, and then it really tailed off from there. I wasn't trading, I was on babysitting duty, and that went really well. Very exhausting, but good. So that was that. So hopefully you guys are having a good morning, good start to the week. And it looks like right now we have price basically pushing up. I'm going to take this off for just a second. Again, the updated version will be out ideally tomorrow, at the latest Wednesday, if everything comes back the way it needs to come back. Sometimes there are a few buttons and different like little clicks that need to be made and adjusted, and so that can always take a day. So we should have that by at the latest, I think latest Thursday. But I'll have an update. As in tomorrow, I'll be trading with the updated version. It just might not look the way I want it to look all the way, which is always a possibility. So here's what we're seeing though. No trades yet on this live. I took a couple trades before we got on as I was figuring out some of our camera recording. Now, Brennan and I were able to take a couple trades. We took a couple trades over here, and then we took one trade over here, and we took this trade right here as well. So at 10, 11 or so, we took this one. Price is pushing down. We caught it pretty low. We caught it basically off this previous wick right here. We took that and we went long. We made some good money on that one. Before, we also took a trade on this pullback. I think it was right here. So price pushes up, we pulled back, we caught a nice little trade before it closed out green. So that was a good trade as well. And then now we're waiting. And if I'm seeing this right, we should have ourselves a decent setup coming right here. Now I'd like to see price not necessarily get outside the channel, but make a clear like declaration that we're actually gonna go down. Like that would be nice. Here's our 5 minute. If you guys can see that, let me make sure that my recording software has it properly. If you guys can see this on the right, we have a nice uptrend, a very solid uptrend. And so any short moves that we're gonna have, I'd probably expect to be short-lived as well. Not to be punny, but like, I don't think that we're gonna get a huge push down here unless we get some sort of like massive change in price. And so what that means for me is that this is still a short. I still like this position, as in going maybe for a short right here. What I don't like is trying to get something that comes all the way down here in like one massive move. So this could be a short right here. I'm gonna look at it, I'm gonna keep an eye on it, but I do understand that we've basically seen price do this. And so I'm not necessarily gonna take a big short right here and try and capture something because like the market just opens up and erupts, which is great, I love that. And so now we're gonna look for ourselves a little short move right here, and we'll call that one a day. So let's see. And all right, so we're gonna hang out for a second. Got 10 of you guys watching. Thank you for joining. Like and subscribe. Comment where you're watching from, what you're doing. You're at work, doing something else. You know, let me know. Happy to connect with you guys and spend some time with you, get to know you, and then let me know what other like content or information you're looking for. You know, as we go through these lives, it's a lot easier to talk out loud to you guys when I know what to talk about. But I do like a short move right here. I do think I want to see this. What happened? What are you looking at? I should just foul. Okay. All right. So I do like a short move right here, and I'm also going to work on. I'm going to work on getting all of this set up so that it's more live and in real time. I do know that some of the stream is about 10 to 15 seconds behind, and so I do want to make sure that we correct that in time. So happy to have you guys. Got 9 of you guys watching. Thank you very much. We hit a record on Wednesday, was it? We had like 20 people watching, which is pretty sick. 2021, which that was pretty awesome. So it was really cool to see that. Really appreciate that from you guys. And let's see what we got here. So we got price bouncing, and I told you guys I liked the short, but I didn't love it enough to take a trade. And this is kind of why I have price bouncing at our EMAs here. I'm gonna zoom in real close so you can see it. Let's get the theory off there for just a second. It adds a little bit too much context. We have price bouncing right here, and taking a short here isn't necessarily irresponsible because it could work, but we know it's going to be short-lived. If we look at the long trend on the 5 minute, like we do know that price is less likely to go down than it is up at this point, but we could start to see some downward pressure here, which is kind of what we're seeing right now. So we didn't take these 2 trades on those 2 candles. We didn't like them enough, but this candle here could be something. So let's zoom out and get ready to go. I am trading 4 contracts for this 25K eval account. I always like to max out for Apex because I can. So let's see what we got here. So we got price. If we didn't get what we wanted to there. Ideally, we would have gotten a nice little pullback and then we would take the trade, but we didn't get that. So we have to wait and just give it a little bit of time here. All right, so we'll be patient. Got 9 of you guys watching. Really appreciate it. Thank you for jumping on in. Let me know where you're watching from, what you're doing, how your morning's going. Do you take any trades yet? Happy to have you here. So we're going to keep watching this one. And we do have a nice formation here. Like this is very nice to see. Very consistent movement down here. So really nice. Like we want to avoid this and then take the trades out of the most obvious, which is right here. So I'm watching this live futures desk live stream as well. I finished trading earlier. Lucy, that's awesome. Great to hear that. Great to hear that. Let's engage here. How did your morning go? And we should be live for a few hours here today. Maybe it gets about 1 o'clock or so, but we should be sitting in good shape. All right, so price is rejecting here. Still just a lot of junk. We talked about this 2 minutes ago. We have price essentially trying to push down, which looks nice. But we know that we're in an uptrend, and so taking a short trade into this could be very detrimental to maybe what we're looking for. And so we just need to be patient here. On the 5 minute, I kind of do like a short here, maybe down back into this region here, like back into like that bottom wick, or even getting closer into here with a nice big candle. But we have to be patient. We don't want to trade that right now, as we do see that it's rejecting 2 wicks over here. So I do like that. That price action I do like, if it does actually hold. You guys can see that right there. You can see that price is kind of rejecting this area here. If we get that to hold, that'd be pretty cool. And then maybe we could take a look at taking a short. But again, we don't want to trade that if we don't trade on the 5 minute. And if price blows through it, there goes an account. So let's be patient here. What are you doing?
I was setting up another. Yeah.
Good morning. I do have a question. I'm still unclear as to determine entry. If you could possibly cover this, I would appreciate it. Mission Kingdom, absolutely. So the first things first is if we take everything off of the charts for just a moment, like we just get it clear. The number one thing we're looking for is trend. Okay, so we want trend. Kingdom, this is what you're asking for. And right now there obviously isn't a whole lot. Once we have a trend established, like maybe we'd look at this little move right here, this move up. The next thing we want to see is a pullback. Okay, we want price to pull back for us, and we want to see basically it give us a good value. So let's just watch this candle for a second. It was up here, okay? We don't want to enter at the top of any candle. We kind of want to see price pull back like this right here. This would probably be a good entry point, and then we would let this candle run up again and ideally catch ourselves a nice move. Now, we're not in a trend, so we got to be patient. But what we want to see is price pull back first on any candle, then we enter on the continuance of that trend. And so everything else is simply a helping tool for you to see that. All right, now I have the dots and squares up here. That'll be adjustable, so we'll be able to take that off. But that's what the predictive model is. It's going to give you the ability to see what price is up to, and then give you a prediction as to what price may or may not want to do next. And so in this case right here, we're actually looking for a long. So we let price pull back into our buy here, this buy zone right there, boom, and then it runs off. This is a textbook trade if we take everything off of the candles, off the chart here. Price pulls back into our zone, okay, and then it launches back up. That's the most textbook trade that we could possibly take. On 4 contracts, that's going to get you $400 to $500, pretty easy. So really, really good trade there. We didn't take it, but that's the perfect setup. That's what we're looking for. And then everything else is just to make sure that you don't take like a short position right here, and that you just spend a little bit of time looking at what the market's up to. So here's another example. Price is pulling back and into our 50 EMA right here. And this would be a wonderful chance for us to take a long. I could have taken that and we'd be at break even. Now we'd be positive on about 2 points of movement. So this isn't the best example of it, but this is a wonderful setup. Price opens up. We get a long prediction, which is what these are, long prediction. Price gets into our zone and then it runs away. Actually, that was a beautiful trade. We just didn't take it because it's inside of our channel. And so half of this is knowing which direction, which is pretty easy. You can usually see direction pretty clear. The second part is in waiting for the entry. Okay, we want to make sure that we're waiting long enough for price to actually move in the direction we want to see it. So I do want to take a trade when it's ugly. If I want a long trade, I want to enter while the candle's red. If I want a short trade, I want to enter while the candle's green. That's the idea. Everything else is then just filtering out these positions or some of these trades. We want to get rid of some of the trades where like we don't enter when it looks like this, right? This is hideous. We don't want to enter any of that. Ideally, we take something in here, like this trade right here, or we take something like these 2 candles over here that kind of rode on this 34 EMA. We want to take some of those as it launches back up, okay? So this is a scalping setup, scalping strategy. Everything else after that is just essentially avoiding bad trades. So hopefully that helps answer that. Made 40 points, $800. Should have been 60 points if I'm willing and patient. I set myself out. Hey, profit is profit. Profit is profit, so good work. Mission Kingdom, I hope that helps answer the question as I've explained it. Everything we're doing is simply just waiting and allowing price to do what we think we want to see it do, and then we go from there. Trading is all about anticipation, so let's look for a long right here. See if we get something. So let's see if we can get price to pull back deep enough. And if we do, we'll take a long trade right here. So let's see. So we have price, pull back, pull back, pull back. Okay, I'm gonna go long, I'm gonna wait for a second. Let's see. Let's see if I can get a deeper pullback in here. There we go. And I'm gonna go long right there. Okay, so my entry was a little bit late, but we should be, we're down 140. Okay, if my position's correct, then we should be in a really solid trade here. We should have to let this thing run down a little bit. So you guys can see how I entered maybe a little bit too soon, probably 3 or 4 points too soon on this one. It might cost me this trade. We have to be patient, but we have price basically just hovering around here. It's been taking these huge dips, and now we're profitable. So there's 200. There's you pass. That's fucking sick. So Brennan just passed his 25K eval. That's fire. I'm still waiting in this trade to see what happens here. We'll take $100 on that trade and we'll chill. But that's actually the perfect setup. It just didn't occur as fast as I wanted to. But let me see that bitch. That's fire. That's fire. $100 over. That's sick. Good work. So Brennan just passed his 25K eval as we trade here. This is basically what we just do. We trade live all day, every day if we can, and pass our evals, which is fire. So that is sick. Brennan just passed his eval. Major fire. We'll post that later on today when he gets his certificate. So big congrats to Brennan on that. Love to hear that. And we're cooking up a storm. Yes, sir. That's fire. Yes, sir. Whoops. That is fire. All right, so let's take a screenshot of that. Love that in the live chat. Yes, sir. Love that. That's great. That is freaking great. I'm putting hearts out there. Fuck it. All right. So really good there. Brennan passes eval on a trade that we just called out here. He only needed like $50, so he didn't need a whole lot. But really good. Here's another really good setup that we're looking at here. We want to see price pull back a bit more. We didn't get it, right? We want to see price pull back, and then we would take this long trade right here. Okay, now we are inside the channel, and so keep that in mind. Ideally, the biggest and best moves happen outside of the channel, but today we're seeing huge wick movements, and so we want to be prepared for that. So let's see what we got here. So here's another push down. Let's see if price is going to hold that. No. Let's see if price can get down to here. Maybe we'll take a long, but it didn't give it to us. Let's see. Now, guys, when you trade, there are basically 3 types of trades that you can take: a winning trade, a losing trade, and then a trade you don't take. And sometimes not trading is also like winning. A lot of you guys don't blow up accounts because you're trading at like 30% win rates. It's because you're trading at like 70% win rates, but those 30% losses are like blowing up the entire account. And so if we can avoid that, like that will take you guys a lot further than simply trying to capture huge moves in the market. All right, so I'm still looking for a long here, which is when you guys are asking like, hey, what's the update? This is the update. Is the model flipped over from red to green, the old version? The new version is still calling for a long, right? Where I've basically taken some sensitivity out of it. I adjusted the philosophy a little bit, and you can see that this is still a long. This green dot here would be, all this would be green. So like this would be a wonderful trade. Like this would have worked out perfectly. Ideally, it didn't open and give us enough of a pullback, but like it did work out very well. So the new model would just have a bit better of an idea of what to do. And so that would have been a super solid trade. All right, so let's wait to see what price wants to do because we have this huge movement right here. Huge movement right here, right? And we just want to see price break out of that. And then from there, we'll take on something else. Okay, let's see. So congrats. Yes, congrats all around. That is awesome. Passing alive, passing in Apex eval live is sick. That's fire. That's awesome. That's great to see. All right, so we are building up here. Let's see what we got. Then Ron, you did ask, what do the dots down there mean? What up, Grant? Happy to see you, buddy. The dots are a trend. This is the choppiness index. I modified it a little bit to kind of fit what I want to see. But this is the choppiness index. Ideally, you trade when it's blue. You don't trade when it's red. Sometimes I ignore it. Sometimes I pay attention to it. If you're a newer trader or like you're not feeling as confident, I'd wait for it to be green, or this blue here rather. I'm sorry, this is blue. And then you take your trade. But if you're feeling confident or you like the move or you maybe you're trading a few different strategies at the same time, then you wait for that thing to turn. You can trade whenever rather. Instead of waiting for it to turn blue, You trade whenever. So here's price dipping out. Okay, so we do have price basically ranging from here down to here. Okay, I mean this, I'm not telling you guys anything groundbreaking, but like basically we have, I don't know, what is that, 40 points of movement, right? From, that's a little bit less than that, like 30 points of movement from top to bottom here. I'm not saying price is gonna reject, like I would look for a long rather than a short here, but like we've seen price basically dance in this region this entire time. And so I kind of just wanna sit back, relax, and let price give me something, and then we'll take the next trade whenever that is to come. All right, so we'll be patient here and just see what we got. All right, got 11 of you guys watching. Happy to have you. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see if I can get logged into this thing here. If it's gonna log me out of that though, is the real question. All right, so we're looking for a long here. Let's see if we have price, if it's gonna pull back on me at all. It didn't give me the chance. So sometimes, if you're gonna trade this system, you're gonna sit out some of these moves that happen like this. Ideally you'll catch these movements right here, like some of these larger moves. Let's get everything off the chart for a second. I'll show you. Ideally, you're gonna catch some of these wicks down here, right? But sometimes the candle's just gonna open and run, and that's okay. Like trading is a lot more than just one candle at a time, and so you have to be okay sitting this out because there is absolutely no edge at buying up here. Okay, there's some poor ding dong that bought at 209 and price is at 203. It's coming back, but they're praying to get even rather than entering somewhere down here and they're sitting in huge profit and they're deciding if they should hold on or take profit. Okay, you don't want to be the guy that buys at the very top because there's no edge there. Anybody can do that, and that's why these wicks occur, because there's always a sucker somewhere looking. All right, so let's look for another long here, see if we get it. Oops, down there. All right, so I want to see price really pull back here. These candles are pretty big, relatively. They're at ATR sitting at 8. So I do want to see price get down a little further before I take a long position. And if that means I have to sit out and kind of wait for this thing to occur, then I will. But I want to sit and wait and just see what happens here. So really, really good trading right here. We probably had 1 or 2 opportunities to take this trade. But if it's a real trend, then we should get some more of it. Okay, and if it's not a real trend, then we won't. And like that happens too. All right, so let's see what we got here. Not that one, not that one. Oh, this is the one actually. No, it's not. D8, 59? Where the hell? There it is. All right, so we're just chilling, we're waiting, and we are going to see what occurs next. Okay, so price goes green. So we had a bit of a pullback there, but not much, and now we're running. Happens, okay? We're not gonna catch every single one of these candles, and if you want to go like one candle, or one contract rather, I'm trading 4. If you wanna trade like one contract and try to catch these at the very open when you have these trends like this, you certainly can. It's not my style. These trends happen, and let's look at the 5-minute, it's a little bit easier to see over here. When these trends occur, like they occur for a minute, but like the edge when we're trading is not to capture like the entire move. I know some of you guys like to trade that way, but long term when you're trading futures, like unless you're trading your own capital, okay, or you're gonna trade with very little leverage, it's fine. But I like these pullbacks. When I get a pullback, that's what I want to trade, because if there isn't a pullback, it's really hard to know when to actually enter, okay, which is the other part of this. So look at this entire move and just look at it and say, okay, like here, let's see if we get a short right here, a little, not short, but there's a bit of a pullback. So maybe that was it. I kind of think based on history, it's gonna come down a little bit further, but we'll wait and see what happens. Like if price gets down to there, I'll probably buy that at that 215 level, but I wanna see it. So you see how price stalls out? Now, I'm not saying this move is over by any stretch, but it does stall out, okay? And if this candle doesn't get higher than this previous one and then a lot higher, that was my entry right there. But this move is just gonna pause for a second, and like that happens too. All right, so it's going higher by a bit, even. Let's see if we can get to leave, it's not. But I like these pullbacks. That's my jam, that's what I like to trade. Okay, so let's get out of that. We're just gonna sit back and wait. How did you get into trading, and did you start on futures? This is a great question. I didn't start on futures, I started on Forex. I was in college, I was playing football actually, and I just wanted to make some extra money, and so I got into gambling first, but like that was way too risky for me. I didn't like not having any edge or control. Then I got into Forex, and I traded Forex and Nadex options, binary options, for a while. And then that was 2018. So then 2020 came around, I switched to options, which is how a lot of the, not guys, but a lot of the people that built a community around found me, was through options. And then we've been on futures since May-ish of this year, or maybe more like March, but we didn't get into prop firms until about May, which is when I found prop firms. I didn't really think it was a big deal, and I was like, oh wait, I'll have to risk my own money for this. So it's been a bit of a journey. I've been trading now for 6 years, going on 7. So it's been quite some time. Or yeah, that's right. So we're not going to get this entry here. All right. So the next update to the model at some point, it's very hard to do, but would be to try and predict how much of a pullback we're likely to see per candle. It's hard, and it might not even be doable. But like some of these here, if I knew that I was only going to get like 1 point of pullback, I would have entered here and here, and even here too. I've been down a little bit, but this would have been profitable. Same here, same here. So I'll figure out how to like code some of that in. It's very difficult to do, like maybe like some bar speed, maybe like how fast these bars are moving. But just because it's going fast doesn't mean that bitch can't stop. And we've really, and let me get into this. Lucy, I think I've answered your question, but here we have 4 like tops right here. Okay, I don't really like to call this one a top, but like here's the resistance that I'm starting to see here. And these are loose, so I'll adjust them in a second. But like we're seeing 4 tops all right here. So that candle has one, that candle has one, this candle has one, and this candle is there as well. I'm not saying this move is over. What I am saying is that this is a lot. Price has rejected these 4 levels. Well, these levels 4 times, okay? And so I'm waiting for a pullback here, and I want to maybe see price either explode out of here, which it could potentially, or like it'll pull back a little bit down into here, and maybe we'll have a chance to get into this trade. Okay, so we'll just be patient. So we'll wait, oops, and we will see what we get. But we're being patient. And don't be fooled by the candle being green. That just means it opened and closed higher. If price isn't making a new high, that is something to keep an eye on. These candles are green, but not going anywhere. So we gotta be patient. I'm not calling for you to take a short. I don't believe in shorting a trend. That is the easiest way to blow up an account and blow some capital. But at the same time, I am keeping an eye on this because I do think that we could get something like, how do you draw on this thing? Brush. Something like this, up, down, and not down like that. It'd be like up, down a little bit, and then back up some more. Like that could happen. So we'll just be patient there. Let's get rid of all these drawings. Same, so like here's price. Does it, like, this is a 5 EMA, by the way. If price doesn't even touch the 5 EMA, like, you know, we're not really, this isn't really a big move. Now, here's price touching the 5 and rejecting. That could have been an entry. Part of me feels like this thing's gonna come back down a little bit and get further down, and if it does, then I'll take that. But if not, we'll wait. And let's see if we get here, which that was a 6-point move down. That was pretty far. I should have taken that. Be patient though. Got 11 of you guys watching. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for joining and spending some time. I think the longer that I actually stay on live, the more that it gets shown to other people. All right, so there's price pushing down again. Now I'm not interested in this move just yet. I want to wait. What's my theory say? It says short. Okay. So like the new model here will call for a short. Now this isn't a trade that I would say you should take. Like that doesn't make any sense. But I do like keep in mind that price went up here and look where it rejected. I'll just draw the zone instead. So the new update is just going to be a bit more responsive to what you guys should be seeing and doing. So like look at this zone right here. Here's price basically rejecting. I think price could go higher than this. Like I'm not calling for a top at all, but I'm not going to take a new long position without getting a bunch of value. And by value, I simply mean letting price get down to like in here and then showing me that it's going to move back up. Then I'll take that long. Okay, so a few less trades because we're inside of our eval account than we would normally take, but I'm with it to take as many trades as we possibly can. But I also want to explain like why I'm not taking certain trades and why I am. All right, so then here would be a chance for you to go short, boom, and then you go short into this strength here, which doesn't make sense, but that is a trade you could take. All right, so there's the model, flip it, now it's flipping back and forth. Turn it off for just a second and we'll wait and let's see what happens here. Look at the 5 minute, by the way. It's still in a very strong uptrend. And so we could be looking at a nice little pullback and then long. So we'll let that kind of dance because now we're seeing price do something like this. And I have my clouds very dense because I don't want to forget about them. But like we're seeing price basically bounce right here, okay? We've seen price bounce once, twice. Let's see if we can get price to come down here a third time. I don't trade this way, but it could be a nice little long position to get like to enter like a long like right in here potentially, something like that. I don't know if I love it enough to do that, but that is an option. All right, so there's price, touches this level, and then it rejects. Let's see if it continues and we can maybe get an uptrend here. Rather continue our uptrend. I don't give a shit about VWAP right now. Okay, and okay. Well, let's be impatient. Be patient. All right, so theory says long, which is good. All right, we're just chilling. Trading. Loving you guys watching. Happy to have you guys. How is your morning going? I am working on the getting this thing to be as up to date as possible. I'm not sure what technology is required that I do not have to get it so that we are looking at the same exact chart at the same exact time. I don't know what that is, and so when I figure that out, we're gonna get that going as well. So we'll see. Like I have the iPhone camera as my screen camera right now, so hopefully the picture looks a little clearer, which is great. But I also need to figure out how to make sure that this thing is in real time, because it was when I did it on YouTube. Like when I went live on YouTube, it was super clear. All right, let's look for a long here. But when I'm going through the different software that makes the whole picture look a lot clearer, it is delayed. So we'll see. All right. So we're being patient here. This price, it does. Okay. Now what's the market up to today in full? Okay. Market's up about 1%, which is sick, which is good. Now the 1 year and 10 year are up, which is interesting. So we're seeing some inflationary risk potentially is why the treasury would be that high. Let's see. Which means the Fed will have to raise rates sooner than later, instead of cutting them, which they are. So the 1 year is sitting at 0.5% up, and the 10 year is barely up. So not a lot, but it's barely up. So we'll see on that one, but that won't have anything to do with what we do intraday, but it will have kind of a thematic impact. I'd be looking at a short or shorts rather than longs most of the day. Still waiting, still chilling. I have a feeling my ATR is mad low. That's 6. So we're just chilling now. We're at almost 11 in the morning. Not a whole lot's going on, huh? Let's wait. We are bound to get a move. We have price stuck between these levels right here. When we get price to break out, and I need to make that a little higher. When we get price to break out, we will definitely get ourselves some super solid movement. Now the 5 minute looks like this, which is nuts, right? Let me get rid of everything on the chart for just a moment. The 5 minute is just sky high. And so if you're like an RSI type trader, or even like a Bollinger Band type trader, you're like, I'm looking for a short, looking for a short, looking for a short. I understand that. I also kind of have the idea that price could just continue to move its way up. Now, where are we we're almost at all-time highs, which is nuts. I'm on the daily chart now over here. You guys see that? We are, futures-wise, we are like 20 points from all-time highs, which is insanity. And so we could see that today. Like, we could absolutely see that. What's the ATR on the 1 minute? I don't give a fuck, actually. I don't care. Never mind. We could see new all-time highs today. Now, the thing about the model is it does predict these things, is it will give you an all-time high. I'm going to go long right there, potentially. We in? We're in. All right. My fill was ass. Let's see if I can get a little bit of a runnage here. 20 bucks, 80 bucks, 40, 60. We'll take 60 on that. I'm not mad about that. Let's see where that puts us for the day. On this. And the reason that I'm keeping these pretty short is that the ATR is pretty low. I could have made a lot more money on that trade, and I just didn't hold it long enough, which is fine, but I could have made a little bit more. So we're at $825 for the day, so we need another 700 or so. So there's another pullback. Now here's why I don't want to take this one. It's not that I don't think price is going to continue to go up. It's that this is the second time price is violently rejected right here, and this candle didn't make any moves. Okay, it didn't really do a whole lot, and I have a feeling this candle isn't trying to do too much either. So I'm gonna be patient here, and I'm waiting for the next like conviction move to really take a good trade here. So we made like 80 bucks on that little trade right there. Fine, but we're gonna wait and see what we get. Again, here's our daily chart. We're still sitting at like near all-time highs. Near all-time highs is nuts. All right. Your strategy when you guys are looking at trading reversals or you trade support and resistance, support and resistance doesn't work when you're near all-time highs. Okay, once you enter into all-time highs, everything that you've drawn and mapped out doesn't work anymore because price is sitting way up here, it's outer space, and there's nothing for you to land on, right? So you have to have some sort of different way of evaluating the charts that doesn't, use, well, this is all-time high, so I'm gonna do a rejection. Well, the stock market, and people might just start buying into all-time highs, is what they do. So you won't have anything to use after this little piece right here gets blown through, which isn't great, right? So you want to have something, that's what the model is for. You can figure out your own kind of strategy if you want to use something different. But once you get to these all-time highs, you have to have a strategy to navigate through, which when I was trading during 2020 options, and then early 2021, we had all-time highs as well. Like we're just sitting so high that it was like just buy and hold and we'll see what happens later. And it worked out, and that's why people got blown out of their stuff in 2022 because you're buy and hold and just go long. Shit didn't work anymore. You had to be a real trader to make some money. So interesting time there. All right, so 5-minute chart over here. Like we're still looking for a long. Price is still looking good for me, but we're slowing down for sure. And so now, I told you I didn't want to take that long over here. I probably should have. But here's where we're sitting now. So here, and here. And I just have, my gut tells me that we're going to pull back a little bit. Not a lot, but like we're going to get, down into here a little bit. And if we get that, then like I'm into it. I'm into a short. Not to short all the way back down, but like I could get down to like, what, 195? That'd be cool, which is 25 points away. Like I'd be into that. Be happy to have that. All right. See, you got 13 you guys watching now. I will work on ES. Yeah, it'll work on ES. The reason I don't trade S&P is it just doesn't move enough. All right, so I'm looking for a short here. Let's see what we got. And again, what do we want to see? We want to see price pull back up into here, then we go short. All right, so price is dancing. This kind of lets me know that we probably are going to get a nice little push down here. That price action right there, let me know. But I do want to see price get up here. If I buy right here, or sell right here rather, can I make money? Maybe. But I know I'll definitely make money if I get price to pull back up here first, and then it'll push back down. So that's what I'm waiting on. All right, so we should get some really solid clarity here before we take a short position here. So let's see. Will it work on ES? It will work on ES. Any strategy should work on NQ. Same with ES. The thing about ES is it just takes longer for these moves to make you the same amount of money. And so my recommendation would be to just trade with one contract. If you're going to trade ES at all, then just trade one contract on NQ. It's likely that the wicks are getting you smoked out of trades, not necessarily the bodies of the candle. Right? Most traders don't have an issue with seeing which direction they should be trading in. The issue is that they enter at the wrong time. And so you probably just need to correct your entry, and you'll have yourself a very solid strategy and probably a very solid day, week, month, year, whatever it is. So same thing here. I told you guys price would push down. It did. Now it's holding at some level, and I don't know which level it's deciding it wants to hold at, but we're going to be patient and wait, and probably wait for another candle or two, and then we'll take ourselves a short. And if I had to say, I'd probably look at, we're getting the 5 and 12 to curl back for me. I'd like to see price get up in here, whether it's this candle or next, then I'll go short. But I'm also seeing on the 5-minute, price is rejecting at an EMA, which is interesting, a 5 EMA. Not a huge EMA trader, but it does give me some context as to what price is doing. If price is so far extended from a 5 EMA, then we're really up there. Anytime it's attached, we're probably a little bit choppy, but if it's extended really far, then we might get a little pullback, which is what we should be getting here. So we'll be patient. Let's see. let's see, there's no rush because this is a solid move. But if there's no edge, all right. So if this thing gives me any sort of pullback up here, all right, cool. So we get that. This is just confirmation that what I'm seeing was correct. Now I need to look for an edge as an entry. So I need to see price pull back a bit, and it won't be on this candle. So we'll have at least 45 more seconds before the next trade, but won't be on that candle because if this thing goes green, then that's not great. All right. One thing that if I could just get through your head, like these trends, your job is not to catch every single candle. Like that's not it. Ideally, you're trading more inside a performance account, or you're like getting near and close and finishing an eval account. You don't necessarily need to catch this entire move. Just catch a few pieces. The best traders in the world aren't buying 10 NQ contracts and holding here and then they sell, and then selling 10 NQ contracts and holding until they sell. Like that's not how people trade. Like most people do not trade that way, especially with futures, unless you're like looking for a very, very, very long holding period. You're just looking to capture like your position, your points. However many points it is for you, that's up to you. But you're just looking to get like your piece of the market and then get out. You're not looking to be Mr. Macro, well, I'm going long. Like who gives a shit? Like just find your spot and go. Now on the 5 minute here, we saw price reject at this same level, which is right basically in this zone right here. But basically right here, let me get the clouds off here for just a second. Oh, it's as deep as I thought it was, sorry. It rejected down here, which is fascinating. Now it's going up. Now I'm curious, or maybe to see, I don't think price is going to go up higher, so I think I would go short right there, but I'm not taking that trade. I'm not stepping in front of that moving train, but I would go short right there. So we're going to wait, and we're going to see. You just hit restart.
I'll just restart.
Yeah, if you hit restart, it'll do that. All right, we got 14 of you guys watching. Thank you for watching and spending some time with us this morning. I got my brother Brendan here as well. If you haven't already, make sure you like the live. Subscribe if you have not already as well. Happy to have you guys here and want to make sure we're spreading some good information. All right, so price pulling back here. I'm curious. Maybe I want to take a long right here. I'm just not sure that I want to risk a ton of money on this trade right here. So we're gonna be patient and let that thing ride out. If this goes up, then like maybe I'm looking to get up here as well. So up to that 35 level, and then maybe even up to that 40, 38 level, 39. Be patient. Be patient. What other questions or comments do you guys have? Happy to have you guys here. We're trading our Apex eval account, 25K. We're at $800 of profit for the day. So looking to be patient and making sure that we are responsibly trading this account so that we can pass it in just one day. I don't know if like we're gonna get enough market movement for it to occur the way I want it to, but let's just see. All right, so model's calling for a long. I don't like anything that we're seeing right now, so I'm gonna be patient. Model's right because it's always right. Not always, but it's right a lot. Long right here, good trade. Be patient. Sit back and be patient. I'm gonna put the link in the chat here. Do you ever monitor less than 1 minute? No, I do not. Blade, I do not measure anything under a minute. I've looked into it, or I've tried it, and what I kind of thought was like I just didn't get a whole lot of edge, like the 30-second or even 15-second. It just didn't give me what I was looking for, and so I haven't incorporated it the way I'd like to potentially. Let's do this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Trial. All right, so that was a long opportunity potentially, but the ATR is so low. All right, we're at sub 8, and I usually like it to be a little bit higher, but like when it's this low, any movement could happen. What's the spread? The spread's about a half a point, so not terrible. That's pretty normal for the day. I'll take a half a point, 25-point spread. I'll take that. Not bad. Let's go here. Now, while I'm trading live, I can't get to a lot of the, let's see here. I can't get to a lot of you guys who want to do the free trial, so my apologies there. You have to just be patient, and when we get done with this, I'll be able to get to that. But what I'd like to do is put the freaking link in here. That'd be sick. Where's my link tree at? Let's go here. I'll put it in there. All right, so we got a long here. Let's see if we can get price to get up to those previous highs. So let's see if we can get a pullback here, and we'll take a long. Okay, so we're outside the channel, great. See, we want this thing to go red, and maybe get down about here, and then we'll take that long position. If we don't get it, we don't get it. Let's see. Okay, we weren't able to get that one. We'll be patient here, but we'll get something. Hang tight, we will get something. Okay, good, that's a really good move right there, which is fine. Okay, here, and here. All right, and is it, I'll go for free. Martin, it is to try for sure. Okay, that thing exploded. Do we have any news today? Am I missing something? Let's see. Forex Factory. Nope. At 2 o'clock, so right before, I won't be trading by then, but by 2 o'clock there is some news, so we'll be patient. All right, so ATR is definitely curling back up. That's good. We got some movement here. Let's see what we got. Pull back for me. All right. Ooh, I answered way too soon, but I answered that long though. Way too soon. All right. Not way too soon, but it just wasn't in my favor. There's 80, minus 20, minus 40. All right, so we're waiting. We're gonna be patient here. I like our trade, but my entry was probably a little too high, but that's okay. We should have price flying here. I don't know what's not going on, but there's 100, 120, 160, 180, 160, 180, 240. Okay, there's 3. We'll take 240 on that one. So not the best of trades, but putting us closer and closer to passing that eval. So we are now $400 away. We are $400 away. We're sitting at $1,053 of profit for the day. Let's see if we can get another one here. Now remember, price is making it, I'm pretty sure, a new high for the day. So pull back. If I can get something at this wick, maybe down here potentially, I'll be interested, but I'm gonna be patient here as price is starting to really move, which is great, but I wanna see if we can get some better value. When you enter when price is ugly, like that's the best value, but sometimes you enter on trade like, this is a terrible example because that was a beautiful setup, I shouldn't take it. Like this, where like price just goes down and it just continues to go down and blow up your account, you don't wanna see that. So really good trade there, we're definitely in a strong uptrend. All right, so that's good. And let's see if price wants to continue to hold. Here's our 5 minute. If you zoom out for a second, we are way up there. So we're at daily highs, which is fantastic. And we're getting near those all time. Let me go back to my daily chart here. And I'm gonna put a line up there so you can see it. Draw. And by the way, the model nailed that at the very all-time high. It said to go short, and that would have been a beautiful trade. All right, so we're way up there, but it's up there. And that's at 36. Let me shrink this down for just a second. Put that same spot up there. I just want to make sure that I see it. 336. So way up there. 336. All right, it's way up there. Not that we're gonna get that today. I mean, we could, but it's just keep that in mind. We're not far from all-time highs at all. All right, more trades. Let's see what we got. And everybody knows that we're nearing all-time highs. Everyone is aware that we are nearing all-time highs. So just keep that in mind as well. Market is very sensitive to those kinds of things. It does want to jump in. People will buy in when we get to all-time highs, so we're gonna keep going higher. Okay. Let's see. All right. 15 people in the chat. Thank you for watching and subscribing and liking. Make sure you like and subscribe. Okay, I'm gonna look for a long right here. Wait for it. All right, I probably got in a little bit late, down 60 on that one, but let's see, we got down 100, down 260. I'm being patient here because I think that we're gonna get price to snap back. If we don't, we don't, but if we do, we do. 280, 300. If we get down to like 450, I'm out, which is fine. Okay, so you guys can see how low my entry, there's 460 on that one, minus. All right, I'm going long right here. I'm going long again for a couple reasons. One, I just don't think that this downtrend's over. If I lose on this trade, I lose on this trade, not a big deal. I just don't think this downtrend is over with, and it's gonna continue with just one massive candle. All right, so I think this candle's gonna pull back a little bit. I think the next candle's gonna go up as well. See if we can get back like $200 on this trade here. Not a revenge trade. Again, just entry was bad. So there's 120, it's 100. Let's see what we got. 200, 240, 320, 240. Patient, patient, patient. 180, 160, 60. Patient, patient, patient. Oh, that's one get negative. Let's see what we got. Is price really going to reject like that? Nope. 80, 140. Keep going. Get your ass up there. 160, 220, 320, 240, 260. There's 320, 280. What do you want to do? Okay. I'm holding because I'm not sure what price wants to do just yet. I know not that it's done going down, but it touched down. All right, I'll take 140 on that one. I'm gonna close that one out. If I held, I think I would have gotten on this trade a little bit better, but damn. All right, so what's our P&L for the day right now? All right, so we're up 688 right now. So we gave back quite a bit there, but we were able to capture a little bit more. All right, so let's see if we can get, we're looking for another $1,000 today, essentially. I'm not sure we're gonna be able to get it with the market moving this way, but we'll see. All right, so we're looking for shorts now, and I don't want to take that trade, so I'm gonna wait, be patient, and we'll continue to see what we get. So not the best trade there. How often do you use live webinars? Laura, I do these basically every day, best I can. Let's see here, so let's do, if you want a free trial, the link is now in the chat. Laura, I'll do these every day, Monday through Friday, going over this. So keep that in mind as well. And then, what was the other question? Go over the red and green boxes. How often do you use them? How do you use them? So the red and green boxes are the prediction for the next candle. Okay, so if a green box appears here, we're thinking this candle's gonna be green. Now it's wrong, but the red box appears here, this candle's gonna be red. That was right. This one is also showing that we're probably gonna be short here, probably wrong on this candle. But the green boxes are our prediction for the very next candle. So now this candle is basically assuming we're gonna be long here. So I'm gonna take another long position, but I'm not sure just yet. Let's let price really pull back, because we've seen price basically dance all in here, which is great, except for the fact that I got blown out of one of my trades. Not happy about that. All right, so try to look for another 250, 260 on this thing here. Let's see. Ah, that was it. It bounced. That was it. Okay, push, push, push. Let's see. Okay, and I had my entry and I didn't get it. I had it and I didn't get it. Shit. Oh, that'd have been a good one too. I had it and I didn't get it. Only 25K grant. I always do 25K evals for Apex. To me, it makes them, oh, here we go. So price is flying down. I'm not taking this long here, but okay, so here's an idea. Our thought process is when you have a candle like this, you have wicks on both sides, is indecision here. Buyer step in, buyer step in down here, seller step in over here. Like a lot of indecision. Now here's, what does this look like to you guys? Like if we're just looking at this in real time, support right here potentially. Sorry, we probably will see a bounce. We did, there's a bounce. But like, I think price is gonna come back down here. And if we get price to come back down, then we should have ourselves a little bit of a downtrend, probably into here and then maybe even into down here. We're not gonna erase everything we've done all today, but we could see something like that. So let's just be patient. Okay, let me get that back on the 5-minute chart. Make that, there we go. All right, let's get all these back on here. That's the VWAP. All right, so let's see. Whoops. See what we have here today. Patient, patient, patient. We are lagging, I think. Cali Sunshine, you are lagging. It's pissing me off. I don't know why, but you're right. It is lagging a bit. I'm gonna fix that. I'm working on fixing the lag. I am working on fixing that. I don't know what or why it lags. The first time we went live, it didn't lag. Now it is lagging. I use what's called OBS Studio, and you guys can't see it, but it's a lot of nonsense in the background. But I don't know why it lags. And so if I can figure out a way to turn that off and just make sure that we're like, on the same page and that you guys can see what I'm seeing, then cool. All right, so let's see what we got here. So we got price ranging. We should get ourselves like another move. And so like we had kind of a move right here, move up. and then we had like a move like down here potentially. Or we did have one, a small one. And so let's see if we get like the same thing. So we get price move up, settle, price move up, settle, and maybe we get like price moving up again. Let's see if we maybe look for a long right here. I want to see price really drop down first before I get blown out of another trade. Let's see. I'm being patient here. Probably too patient. Shit. I would have made, yeah, fuck. Alright, so I missed that one. Unless I didn't. Oh, dang it. Alright, so it gave me a really good pullback. I just didn't take it. I gotta be better about that. That's like the fourth, fifth time that's happened. So I have another opportunity here. But let's see. I'm seeing price reject up here. So I want to see price get deep in here first before I take another trade. Now, for a lot of you guys that are new and watching, all right, so here's, I'm gonna wait for this thing to give me something here first. Wait for it. I feel like sellers are really stepping in and pushing price down. That's why I haven't taken this trade yet. And so I'm not sure where they want to push. That's bottom of that candle. Ideally, I want all my trades to be one candle. So this is still saying long. So we're gonna wait and let price figure itself out first. But ideally, I want all of my trades to be one candle because that's the way I like to trade. And I've got 60 seconds to make these decisions, which is great. But I want all my trades to be one candle. You're streaming the highest quality possible may lag. Sometimes it's the best not to stream the highest quality that you can have. Better lag time. Javier, appreciate that. The insight. I really do. Yeah, that's important. I guess the question just becomes like, what's more important? Like having a high quality stream or having like in real time? I would say having a high quality stream because most people will watch this after the fact. And so it's best to have it in high quality. And considering that you guys can, for free, have the same software I'm using, like we should be able to lag a little bit and it shouldn't be a big deal. But as long as, if that's the answer, that's the answer. But what I don't want to do is have like shitty quality. And then we're all like watching something that's hard to see and it's just not fun to look at. So I will sacrifice some real-time ability for quality. Ideally though, there's a chance to get both and that would be what I want to do. So we'll figure it out. We'll see what we can get and see if there's a solution for that. But Javier, you're probably right. All right, so building. Remember our all-time high is somewhere over here, somewhere up there. It's far away, but it's up there. There's not a whole lot going on right here. I wish I would have taken that $400 loss. That would have been nice not to have done, but it happened. So that's our first loss for the day. Not a huge deal. I think we're 5 or 6 trades in, 7 trades in. So 5 for 6 or 6 for 7, 1 and 2. It's pretty good, but we're chilling. We're waiting. Main intent is for content. I go with highest quality. Javier, I would too. I agree. And the reason for the content is just so that you guys can come back here and watch these replays. That's the most important part. Is like, if I can just say, hey, you want to trade the same way I do, come back and just watch this. Here's like 15 different clips of me doing it. Like, I'd rather you be able to see it in the best quality rather than trying to catch it live. But we'll get the best of both worlds. I'm still able to answer guys' questions and watch, but we're chilling. Waiting. Let's see. Okay, so we got price trying to make a new high for this moment. And by that, I just mean over here on the 5 minute, if you look at that. So here's the 5. This is the new, we're trying to make new highs for the day. So we're at what, 52? What's the overall market at? Percent. S&P. All right, so the NASDAQ's flying, the S&P's chilling, and then the Russell 2000 is also bullshitting. So, all right, so my ATR's falling off a cliff. So we're at 6. We're at 5 now. God bless. So we're not sitting at anything that's like, this is not where I want to be trading. And so what we're gonna do is just wait. Like, we're just gonna chill out for a second. We're gonna wait and see what happens. See what happens here. All right, I got 16 of you guys watching. Really appreciate it. Let me know where you're checking in from. Introduce yourself. Make sure if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Would really appreciate that. Helps grow the channel. Other thing it does is it lets me know what kind of content you guys want. I know that live streaming is probably your guys' favorite, and I would agree. It's way better to do this at least in front of a camera and have some accountability and people to talk to rather than by myself. So I appreciate that. But what questions do you guys have? Help me understand, you know, what you guys are looking at, and you know what we can walk through, and we'll do that. All right, watching price roll here. There's a little pullback, and there goes price. And so we're just waiting. 5 points of movement. It just isn't going to move the needle for me, unfortunately. We're going to have to see some bigger moves first. And I think we'll get that. It's only 11 o'clock. I think we're going to get some bigger moves here, but we're going to have to wait a little bit. I find myself eating up when these type of chop happens, of course. You can see it, try some of these updates on the model. Javier. Updates will come, I'm going to say Wednesday, maybe Thursday. The updates will definitely come Wednesday or Thursday. The reason I'm going to get the updates back today, I'll get it later today. It's probably not going to be exactly as I want it. I'm going to have a couple small things adjusted. But then once those get adjusted, then I'll roll it out, and so you'll get the update automatically. What you'll probably have to do is unadd it from your chart, log out, log back in, add to your chart, and it'll show up. So let's see what we got. ATR still cruising down. This is a beautiful setup here. We're just chilling, waiting for the market to give me something. In a day like today, where you have the market just absolutely like flying up, this is where it helps to have like a portfolio where price is just moving up and you're making some money without having necessarily to be taking day trades. It does help to have a portfolio, a long-term portfolio, where you have days like this where, like you want to take a bunch of these trades, but it just doesn't give you anything. Like not a lot of these are entries. You could be holding, but like it's choppy and you'll be break even to negative pretty fast. This was the move. Some of these. These are the, like, if you guys take, let's show up the chart for a second. Ideally my chart looks a lot cleaner than this. All right, so if we just go and circle the moves of when was happening and where, like it's not hard to see that this is not what you want to be trading. Like this is very clearly, of everything that's happened today, none of this is worth trading. This is, that kind of was, this is, nope. Some of this is actually worth trading if you get a big enough wick. Even some of this is decent, solid, super solid. And that's pretty much it. Now we're not done for the day, but as far as like trading goes, like where would you rather be trading? If I had to draw some boxes here, like here, and then I'd be okay trading anywhere in there. Click off for me, like anywhere in here. I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine with this right there. I'd be fine with that very next move up. So from here to here. And I'm definitely cool with trading all this because we did. Yeah, there. And then even this little part right here. And so how I think about trading is like not necessarily that we be trading all the time, but that there are pockets of time where trading makes a ton of sense. And when you're in those pockets of where it doesn't make sense, this is how you will blow up an account, one. But two, you should have to sit back and be patient. And if you can only trade when it's super choppy like that, then you have to find a strategy that fits for that. But don't try to take a trend strategy and apply it to a non-trending market because it won't work. Grant, you mentioned something about, I already bought it, I like it so far. Good, Javier. Happy to have you as part of that. Are you Liftoff Pro on Instagram, Javier? Let me know. Or if you guys have your name so different everywhere, I have no idea who is who at times. I have your email, I know that. But Javier, the update will be live probably Thursday if I had to guess. Ideally, I'd have it today, but I don't. All right, so we're waiting, and we're gonna see. And I will always update this thing. We will always have new software updates because the main process of this, yeah, that's what I thought. Just takes screen time, I guess. Blade, it does. That's what I thought. Javier, because it's AR, Alberto, I get it. I'm putting it all together now. You guys like the trick me. I got a lot. I'm just kidding. But the main part of this is I want the theory to be updated. So the theory, these dots are just my theory, and these dots are more accurate than the current version, but all of this will be the same. Is if I can tune out, and here's how, is the old model at times would call for like shorts, would call for longs until like right here, and then shorts all the way till here, and then longs, and it would call for like, it just depends, long and short, back and forth. I wanted to tune out some of the sensitivity, and then get a little bit closer to calling some of these tops, right? That's what I wanted to do. So like even here, sell, and then we have price flying down. Now, do you want to sell into like this? I don't know, I'm not that bold, but some of you guys are. And now this is saying long, so we look for a long position into here. So we'll wait and we'll see. I'm not necessarily sure where I want to be just yet with this thing, but so far so good. If you look at where all of these orange and green dots are, it's getting just about everything we would need in order for price and us to predict what's going to happen next. So we're sitting in a good spot. And when it starts to flip back and forth, don't fucking trade. You know that. Now these squares on the chart, they are helpful, I would say, I guess. But you'll be able to turn them off, which is an addition I have to. So then you'll just have something that looks like this. You'll just have all of this. Now, the reason that these squares might be helpful is to see like what the previous candle was. And so like, okay, we had a top over here. This is helpful. This is kind of helpful too. So like I'm playing around with that, maybe like previous 10 candles, 5 candles, whatever. We'll figure it out, but hopefully that makes sense. Site can't be reached. Brent, Wisdom King, great. My name is Brent. Great to have you, Brent. Let's see here. Site can't be reached. I wonder what that means. Let's find out. Okay. Callie, you might have to try that again. It shows up for me. So maybe, Callie, maybe that. Callie, also if you go, try this one. If you go here to this link, I'm gonna send it, I'll send it before I'm saying it. If you go here and then click request access, it'll also take you there. Will you go to the live stream for me really quick? And then go, click that link right there. Okay, it pops up. So can I double check that again? But let me know. How do I make sure I have the most recent build? I did the free trial before you go afterwards. Like when it updates officially, like I'll let you know, and then you'll just take it off your screen and re-add it. I'll send out an update and I'll let you know when it has been. So you don't have to worry about that. You'll have the most up-to-date current version. But what I also want to do are two things. I want to test brand new ideas. So the best way to do that is to just show you guys what I'm doing and test it out. But then I have to make sure that it actually fucking works. Like nothing worse than rolling out an update and that shit is ass. You don't want that either, because I have to roll it back, which is more work. So this is our theory. We should have this done tomorrow or the next day. We'll have it updated and you guys will have it. Even if you have the free trial, you'll be able to take it off your screen, re-add it, and you'll be there. ATR is sitting at what? 5, but we're cruising. So let's see what we got here. So you always have the most up-to-date version. And if you think you don't, take it off, re-add it again. You'll have it. Do copy on Trade8 accounts. I don't copy trade. At least not yet. We're in like the phase where, okay, we're getting some green here, or some blue rather. Look for a long here. Let's see what we got. See if we can get price to pull back pretty good. Oof, that was fast. Damn, that was really quick. I basically had no chance. It's only a 4 point. This candle looks massive. Oh man, that's only 5 points of movement. Like that is nothing. Good. 5 times 2 is 10. So times 20 is $200. That's pretty good. That's a really good move actually. 6 points. I've given $300 right there. That'd been solid. All right, so we're gonna chill. We're gonna wait. Chill and wait. But if the ATR curls up again, we get to like 8, maybe 6. Have some more trades to take. Got it. Yeah, you guys will always have the most recent up-to-date version. You will always have it. You don't have to worry about that. You will always have it. So don't forget about that. I'm not holding out on you guys. You guys will always have the most recent and up-to-date version. Always. So not to worry there. All right. So let's see. We have something here. High. Let's see if we can get like a little pushback here into like right in here. Something like that. Okay. Now we don't chase the market. We don't want to like okay, I'm in the trade now. All right. So price pushes deeper than I expected it to push. There's 120, we're down 120, 140, 80, 40, 100. Okay, down 200. That's a big ass candle. All right, so my entry was a little early. Let's see what happens here. I'm down $300 here. 320, 280, 300, 320, 380. 4? Really? Okay, I'm down deep in this one. Let's see if we can get price to get back to even before we get out. Got my finger on the trigger here. Finger on the button, rather. Chilling. Again, I like price going long, but wow. All right, there's minus 460, so we're gonna chill on that one. Damn. All right, so we're gonna be patient and wait for another trade here. So on that trade, all I did was get in way too soon. I got in 6 points early, and by early I mean it was just a bad trade, which happens from time to time. Not a huge deal, it happens. Where's my ATR at? We're still pretty low. I shouldn't even be trading, but we're here, so we gotta get through it. All right. So we get these one candle pullbacks like this, no fun, right? But now we have to deal with it. So what do we do about it? We just wait. Because now are we confident we're gonna get price to do something like continue to go down? Or are we gonna get like a bounce right here and price is gonna go back up? We'll just wait and see. We'll wait and see. Come on, bro. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, big day today, all around. So really good. Brother Brendan this morning passes eval as well. So we're having a great morning, a tremendous morning. All right, I'm looking for a short here. Oof, and price is not ready to give it to me just yet. So ATR is still sitting at 5, although it feels a little low for what these candles are giving me, but we'll be patient. All right, if price pushes up, we're gonna get into it. Every once in a while I set a limit order and I just don't like it. Because price, it's moving faster than what my limit order at the time it was when I set it. I shouldn't have done that. So be patient, let's wait and see. We're still up on the day, so not a huge deal. We're chilling. We're waiting. Okay. All right. Fernando, got yours. Okay, so send me guys your request and access. I see it, and now I am just waiting. And once we get done with the live, then I'll go ahead and enter all those so you guys get the free trial. But while we're trading live, I can't do that. All right. One is short, but I don't see anything. So let's wait. And where did we bounce? Whoa. All right. So price is flying down here. What are we looking at here? All right. Okay. All right. So we see, all right. So this is what we're waiting on. This is where we can make some real money. All right. So we have price making a strong-ish move right here, which is good. Now, we're not really looking for a bounce anywhere. I'm not looking for a price target either. But what I am looking for is to see what price wants to do. All right, so here's the deviation band. Price decided it wanted to round off. Oh, I could have seen that, but whatever. It works when it works, doesn't when it doesn't. Okay. Chill, waiting. This is just VWAP, this blue line here. This is not VWAP. VWAP's down here. Price is way up there, but that's the deviation band of it. All right, looking for a short here. I want to see price pull back, and then we're going to go short. Okay. And I should get a pullback here. If I don't, then price is really running. All right, we want to see a pullback first, then we're going to take this short. Okay, wait for it. Oof, not getting it, doesn't look like. We want buyers to step in really quick, and then we want to punch it back down. Okay, there's, oh, close. I want price to get into my buy zone here, or rather sell zone here. Then I will take this short, but not until it gets there. Okay, now price could stall here. I mean, this candle could go green for a little bit. And then the next candle, it can continue this downtrend. This happens a lot, especially on a 1 minute chart. So we'll be patient here. Like if this candle, like here, if history repeats itself, big candle, small, big candle, small. This could be a big candle here. But damn, it didn't give me a chance to get into that thing, did it? Huh, so the price gets up here. I didn't have a shot at getting that. All right, nope. Still kind of, I like right here. I like price coming down below this. I just don't think it's gonna hold off this super strong push here, push down. So we should have some opportunities here. Question is, am I gonna catch them because price is moving quick? Be patient. What's the ATR sitting at? Okay, we're back to closer to 7. That's better. Much better. Got 13 of you guys watching. Really appreciate it. Make sure you guys like the live here. Subscribe if you're new around here. Okay, it doesn't only cost you anything, so that's good. But happy to have you guys. Got 14 of you guys watching. Very, very nice. We're going to catch some moves here, and we are trading our 25K eval account with Top Step. So with Apex, sorry. All right, so let's see if I can get price to go a little higher, and then I'll take a short. I want price to get like into here, maybe. Fudge, I didn't get it at all. Give me a chance. Too conservative on that one, maybe. Let me see buyer step in. If I get buyers back to the 5 in there or something over here, somewhere in here potentially, I'll love that. All right. I don't want to blow up this account, but I also don't want to be too conservative. There we go. Price is going to come a little higher. All right, I'm going to sell right there. Could have been a little bit soon, but let's see how price responds to this. All right, so we're down 60, down 100. I'm not worried about that. We're in 4 contracts, but let's see. All right, 220, 160, 180. Manchu is a little soon on this one. Looks like about a few points. Let's see what we got. 200, 240. I gotta be careful here with my account is. 320. All right, let's see if we can get price to come back down here. Let's see if we can get sellers to erase what this move has been. 200, 220, 240. Okay, if we get down 4, we're out. There it is. Damn, all right, so now we're down for the day in this account, which stinks. We traded this one up to 1,000, now we're down 200. Fudge, fucking around with this. So not great. Okay, so ATR's high, good. And basically we just got in on, well, we tried to basically short back into here, which worked for a moment, and then price really responded. So here's kind of how we can look at this or read this. Let's get this off the chart and get, take this off and even, let's take all of it off for a second. Maybe just this one. All right, so here's how we could have read this is price pushed way down. We rejected somewhere over here, so not a super meaningful level. Nothing there was super meaningful. I might maybe go long right there. I'm gonna go long right there. Now we gotta just be patient. Damn, we're down 200 already? Yeah, I stopped out of that account. Stopped out of that one because we were fucking around with it. Okay. All right, so we blew up that one on accident, even though we're up 1,000, which I think the drawdown is 1,000, so that makes sense. Give me 1 second. Let's get into the other one that we have here. I'm gonna make my face bigger for just a moment, and then I'm going to get into the other one. So 1 moment here. Can't show you guys my account numbers because then hack into my shit. All right. We always have to carry multiple accounts because that's what the fuck we do right here. All right, so are we back? I think we're back. My face is too big though. Hold on. There we go. Is that big? Is that small enough? I think that's small enough. All right, cool. Here we are. We're back. And yeah, so we blew up that account, fucking around. And here's how we did that. Now the last trade was just because we had not enough room left to get that done. So not a huge deal. But this was the move here, and this is kind of par for the course. From time to time, you're gonna get chopped out of some of these. We want to go short right here. Price basically makes this, it's like deciding factor that we're not gonna go short beyond this level. We're gonna push back. Now, because I have too many contracts for the amount of drawdown that I have access to, we got stopped out of a couple of these trades, or I had to stop myself out of some of these trades, even though my direction was accurate. Although I would have been down a ton, trading maybe 1 or 2 contracts, I was accurate directionally. So, you know, you can lose trades multiple ways. One of the ways is by having too much leverage. I don't mind having too much leverage. Not a huge deal to me. A, because these accounts are often very cheap. 1. 2, the other thing is that from time to time, I really want to pass these things in like 2, 3, 4 trades if I can. And so when I get the chance, I'm going to take it. Now, ATR is only at 7, and so the chances of me making $1,500 while the market is sitting in this kind of like lull right here are pretty low, I would say. But we can still trade and have some money on the line. I think the Apexes only has it's like $30 I think for an eval, so we're not worried about them. And I have quite a few Apex accounts. Not a huge deal, but yeah, we fucked that one up. It happens. We need to just know when gains, higher tie. I hate giving back $1,000 days. Me too. Me too. We need to just know when to take gains. Yeah, taking profit is important. And walking away. When I'm trading these evals, especially the 25K ones, because they're so inexpensive, I don't look at them as having a ton of consequence. Now, if we're trading a PA account, different story. You get up a few $100, maybe even $1,000 in an account, like good to walk away, and then you can just flip over to an eval account, or you can flip over into a demo account. That doesn't really matter. When you have these or this going on where you're in an eval and you blow it up, it's not a big deal. You can always get it back. Now, the thing about Apex, or maybe even trying to pass in one day, is you need the right market environment too. You have to have the market moving in your favor, as in moving enough in the size of candle be large enough in order to do that, right? The way you're gonna turn a ordinary $200 trade into a $500 trade is by having price really be rolling. So you catch at the right spot, which is important, right? Your entry's good. The other thing though, is that you actually have the ability to let price run as far as it should. So like let me get all this on the chart for a second. Let me show you. Let's do this. All right, so we got price very clearly sitting, right? We're just nothing going on right here, right? We can see price going back up. We can see price drop back down. Anything can happen right here. When these candles are this small and the ATR is sitting at 6, 7, good money to be made, but like not enough. If I'm gonna make $1,500 with 4 contracts, I'm gonna need a little bit more than that. So what I wanna see is price give me something, like a move here, up or down, I don't care which way. And then we maybe have the ATR get up to about 10, and then that we have a chance at making some good money there, because there's no consistency rule, which is why I like trading the Apex evals. They're very nice. Now that'll make for a great title though of this video, is me blowing up an account. I'll probably get the most views ever on my channel, just because that's the way it works. So it's funny. Anyway, we got here. I'm in a PA I just passed, and I'm down 1,000. I'm trying to be smart. Yeah, I'll walk away. Away for today, and then again. Let me see here. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Happy to have you guys here. One challenge right now, down 1,000, but I'll bounce back. I have 2 trade 1 contract tight stops. Yeah. When you've got tight margin, you have to be conscious of that as well. In the last trade that stopped me out of that previous account, for that one specifically, I didn't have that much room left. I think I had $200 left, and so that trade was either going to win or stop me out. I didn't have a lot of room there. I'm happy to have you guys there. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Happy to have you guys on the live here. We're just chilling, kind of waiting for the next thing. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Let me see if I can lower this just a little. Whoa. I want to mess it up, but I also want to lower it. Is that going to work? Maybe that'll work. Yeah, so let's just wait and see. All right, so we have price maybe coming down a little bit, but we'll be patient. We'll be patient. I wonder if I can rename this live stream, because that blew up that account. All right, so we're looking for a short here, but the cloud here, this is the 34 EMA, it's the 50 EMA. So price is just kind of sitting here. Anytime you have price clumped up like this, be patient. What are you doing? You put the new, which one is that?
The Apex,
What is
discount
that?
went away.
Really?
Or it's actually 50% now. So it's super
Did it say 50 only got you to $50?
No, it was like $70. And then,
Oh, I see.
yeah, the reset's 50. So.
Wow. Interesting. Okay. I don't know why Apex even did the sale. Like, I'm just not sure what their end game is with that one, because they definitely didn't need to do that. But it's also, their prices originally are crazy high. But anyway. All right, so we got price bouncing around. What questions do you guys have? Happy to answer anything that you guys have top of mind while we kind of wait for price to do something here. So we'll chill. Let's see. Kulu, I see you. Have you put your information in a couple times? I will be able to get this added for you guys. I have quite a few of them to add today. I will get that done. But you have to give me some time here. We're trading live today. Won't be able to do that today. Saw late last night that it was okay. So got a lot of you guys involved. Happy to see that. All right, let's see what we got here. 10 of you guys watching, very good. Happy to have you guys here. All right, we got price drop in here. See if we can get ourselves a little bit of a pullback, and then we will. I'm taking a short right there. Okay. Now this was pretty quick. I think price is going to go up a little bit higher, but let's see if we can get price to settle here and then continue this downward movement. We've kind of gotten chopped out of a couple trades over here, so I'm not, we're not new to that, but let's see what we get. So we're down 220, not a huge deal, 140, 20. If we get to even, that'd be cool. We're in profit, good, 200, 220, 240, 160, 180, 140. All right, I think that was 140 on that one. So solid trade there. Inside of our new account that we had to set up, so not a huge deal there. Okay, so solid trade there to start the live, or not the live, we've been live. Start, there's a lag on live. I'm not sure if I'm slow on you. There is lag, there is a lag. There's a lag. As Javier pointed out earlier, if I want to have higher quality video, I have a little bit of a lag. And I do want to have a bit of a lag because I want the quality to be a little bit higher than normal. Good to see you live, Evan, Gian, I appreciate you. Gian, let me know what your full name, or at least your first name is, so I can call you by your first name. But happy to have you guys on the live with me. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. But yes, we are looking for a short little profit on that first trade right here. We had that first candle, or this green candle right here. We have to take some decent profit there. If we get this candle to roll back up, we'll take a short again. Let's see. Okay, so prices kind of made it clear. It doesn't really want to go lower than like this level, this level right here. And so if I can get a short, price gets up into here, I'm going to take another sell right there. Ooh. And price pull it away. Let's see. Okay, so we're down 240, 260. Be patient. It happens. Let's see if price is going to continue this or if we're going to get a nice little pullback here. 220, 180. No, we're not going to get that. So 220. And I might have been right. I think it got a little bit hasty. So down on that one. We don't want to trade too much, but we do want to take good trades here. So that was a solid trade, but it ended up not working out the way we wanted it to. All right, so trading the chop isn't always the most fun, and it's very difficult to do. So what we want to do is just be patient here and relax and let's see if we can get price to kind of break out of this. All right, so if we get price to break out of this zone, maybe we'll have like an up move right here. And if we get price to break out down here, even like down here, I would take a trade and then just kind of keep in mind I'm about 4 points away from this. So let's just see what we got. Now, in that trade that I lost, that I just showed you guys, I said price basically bounced right here and then went up. Now, if my entry here, I don't know if I can go backwards and show you that, but my entry here, and we'll see if this breaks out in any kind of way, although that would be a nice little long right there. Boom. Price touched this first, then it rolled back up. That should not be a trade. All right, so what we saw, let me get this all the way, is price goes and it touched this level, and then it opened up and went down, then it touches level and repelled. If price touches a previous low, and by low I mean 1, 2, 3 here, then not that this candle is always going to be green in this case, but it might not go the way you want it to go. And so this should have been, for me, a trade that I don't take. For example, here's this long right here. Price gets up to this level right here and rejects. Now, should I take this long right here? No, I should wait. Wait for the next candle and see what happens. Okay, so price goes up, it pulls back down, so maybe a solid entry, but it's 2 points from right here to here, 3 actually. Does price make a new high? I don't know. Not on that candle, so let's wait and see. And does price want to make a new high relative to this over here? Touches down, so we're probably going to be going up here. Let's see what we got. Okay, new low, more of a low. All right, so price is really chopping. Okay. All right. Clouds and a prediction. All right. Okay, so price is really settling. All right. Really settling. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Happy to have you guys a part of the live. If you have questions, let me know. To date, as in today, we've blown up an account, which is great. You love to see that. Not really, but you love to see that. And then now what we're looking to do is, what did I just do? Take another trade here. And I don't know what I want to trade just yet. Want to wait, want to see, be patient. And we'll see if we can get ourselves a little, maybe a long, potentially? I don't know. So let's get all these off the chart for just a second. When price is chopping, it's easy to look into a lot of things, but it's much easier just to do this. Here, here, and then just wait. Just be patient. What questions do you guys have? And what's top of mind for you? What's pressing? What comes to mind when you're trading? Help me understand kind of what you're seeing, what you're going through, and profit and losses for today. We had a trader, as in my brother next to me, to my left, probably your right on camera, and passes 25K eval, which is sick. So now we're just chilling and waiting for the next trade here. And it's looking like we're gonna get along, but we basically want to wait, for this candle to close, and then we'll maybe look for a trade if this thing gets high, as in higher. Some previous resistance over here, not too worried about all of that. I want to see what this local pressure does here, because price made a new high, so maybe we're going to get something. So let's just wait and see. Here's what it looks like with just the clouds. Okay. All right, so it made a high, and then it pushes back. Price is probably going to fight to stay in this region, so I'm not worried about that. Potential long right here, so shoppiness index says long. It's looking like price wants to stay where it is. We're not going to fight it. We'll just be patient. Patiently waiting. If you guys haven't already, like and subscribe. Happy to have you guys here. Liking the video helps a lot. Let me know what kind of content you guys want to see. From me trading or just some different things, and we'll go through it. But right now we're just waiting to see what price wants to do. Waiting to see what the market gives us, if anything. So we were at one point about, here's all-time highs on the 5 minute. Let me just make sure my face isn't covering too much of that. Okay. All-time highs on the 5 minute, right? And we were 90 points away. No, sorry. We were 76 points away at one point from getting to all-time highs. So I'm not saying that we're going to get that tomorrow or the next day or ever again, honestly, I don't know. But we were pretty close. Market was trending that way. And we could get like a late afternoon push. We've seen that a few times. So we're going to stick around to catch that. ATR's at 6, not the greatest. If we can get that thing back to above like 7 or 8, we should be in good shape. We should be in good shape. All right. Waiting around. And we're just chilling right now. We're just waiting and seeing what happens. Here's our 5 minute, very clean chart. Very clean upward move. And then price basically stops making new highs and it goes sideways for a while, which is where we are. Okay, sideways nation over here. As you guys can probably see. Okay. So we're riding the 5 EMA and 12 EMA a little bit. And then here's our 34 and our 50. So we're just chilling. We're just chilling. Hello from Greece. Nice. Nice, Greece. That's awesome. Half a world away. Amazing what the internet can do. Greece is, that's all. What time is it in Greece? I'm not gonna look it up, I'll let you tell me, but what time is it in, half distant? Is it halfway, you think? Is it, no, not 11 p.m., no. I'm gonna guess, is it 40, you think it's a 14-hour difference? Or not that many? I'm gonna say it's like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. your guys' time. I'm guessing, I don't know. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, what time is it there? Let me see. You know what I'd love to see is, okay, so 7:50. No, I wasn't far off. Okay, so a little 8-hour difference. That ain't bad. Ain't bad at all. Well, happy to have you. Hopefully you're getting some value out of this. Konstantinos. I think that's how you say that. So happy to have you guys. All right, maybe we have price breaking out a little bit. Here's what it looks like on the 5 minute. We have price trending up a little bit. And let's see if we can get ourselves a decent little push here. I'm gonna go long right there and take a flyer and say fuck it. Let's see. All right, so we're even, we're up, we're even. Let's see if my entry was spot on here or if it was a little too soon. We're up 20 bucks and price is just sitting. So not bad, not great, just like meh. Up 40 bucks, up 20, up even, down 80. Okay, up 20. So we're just kind of waiting around and seeing what price wants to do here. I get rid of everything, make it easier to see for you guys. Down 60, down 80. We're waiting, and I think price wants to go up. Now, looks like I'm about a point early, but I'm seeing that price does want to go up. Now, ideally, I'd like this move to happen in just one candle. Like, that's my idea, or the ideal situation and setup here. We just might not get that. We might have to wait another candle or two to get what we're looking for. So there's 100 bucks. And let's see if this next candle is going to give us what we're looking for here, which is a push back up to maybe that high over there. All right, so price curls back down, and I'm looking for price to come back. And based on this candle, I also have a really good entry, which is very nice. Now, maybe this candle wants to go down, and I just wasted 100 bucks, but let's see. Okay, down 80, down 20, down 80, down 40. All right, looks like we're waiting around here, and I'm okay taking a small loss, but I want to see if I just didn't basically, if there was a top there, and I didn't see it. Let's see, 120, 100, 120, 140, 180. Let's see, 180. Let's see what we got. Okay, 240 on that one. So not great. Now, we had a chance, we got in really, really good down here, and then price ran up. What I was expecting to see was price actually fly up here and continue to move up to maybe over here on this level. We didn't. Instead, we crashed out and we weren't able to get any higher. So this potentially could be a short for us right here. Let's see. But we're still just kind of waiting and seeing. Now, price rejected at the channel. That's fine. Not really worried about that. But not a whole lot's going on right now. Let's see. Some of these losses are pretty small in comparison to what we could make, so that's also good. We're kind of keeping our losses under control here, which is part of it. Price pushes up, rejects down. So we just need to see if price can make a new move, and we'll take it. Potentially, we could see price go right and down in here as well. So price comes down into here. We could see that. That's 10 points away, 13 points away, 12 points away. So we could see that too. We'll see. But this happens to me all the time. Trial, not seeing message confirmation. Yeah, give me a second. We'll trade around here, buddy. So we'll add model soon. Hang tight. Unfortunately, there's no way to automate the adding of your username to TradingView just yet. Not that I found. Blaze happening all the time. It happens from time to time. And here's the thing: if you follow the rules and don't trade inside the channel, then like none of this would really happen. Maybe you have a loss right here potentially, but none of these other trades would be trades that you would take. Maybe that one you'd win, but that would barely be a trade. This would be a trade. If we trade outside the channel, like that's what we're looking for. What I'm trying to do is call some of these and get long here and get in early. That just isn't the move right now. So a couple of things can happen. One, just use less contracts. You can get chopped out of one contract. That's fine. Be down 20, 30 bucks. Not a huge deal. That, or maybe like 80 bucks is better said. That's one. The other is if you just don't trade inside the channel, then you'll be fine. So the channel's there for a reason. I'm ignoring it because I want to see if I'm seeing price correctly and I can get price to flow up, but I'm not. I didn't see that right, that good there. I don't think I'm seeing that well here as well. So let's see. All right, so I want to see price come down here. I'm gonna take a sell in just a second. Let's see. See if we can get price to push up a little bit. Okay, so I didn't take that sell and I could have. I would have been up and now even probably. Okay, so price is bouncing at our channel. So on this one, we probably want to let price close out. And if we can get it to close down, then we catch a reversal. That'd be sick. That'd be the one we want to catch. So we're just gotta be patient. Let's see. I like that rule. Stay outside the channel. Yeah, but I ignore that rule way far more. Yeah, but I ignore that rule far more than I should. But yeah, don't trade inside the channel, just wait. But I got you guys here and I don't want to keep you guys bored, so we got to take a few trades. But as long as we keep our losses small, we should be okay. All right, so price is outside the channel now. Okay. Pull back. I'm joining right there. This is way too early. Yeah, way too early. But I like the momentum here, so let's see if price will give me what I'm looking for, or if I'm gonna get out with like a $400 or $500 loss here. All right. So I'm looking for price to drop down and keep going. There's 20 bucks. Okay, 120. Now, this level isn't a take profit zone for me. It just is there as a reminder of where price bounced. Price is really bouncing right here. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, there's 60, 40. So not a whole lot's going on here. I'm going to hold on to this one a little bit. Last time I held, I lost. So we're going to be patient. Remember that. Okay, 120, 60. All right, so price does want to come down, which is nice. But we got to figure out how far down it wants to come, because this is so far not working out in my favor. All right, so we're up 100. Now we're down 120. That's a big swing. Okay, especially for where price is right now. We're down 200, 180, 160, 180, 140. What does it want to do here? 20 bucks, even, 20. We're gonna close that one out. Minus 80 bucks on that one. Not a huge deal. We want to make sure that we save some of that threshold there. We got to make sure that we're being patient. Let's see what this one's up to. Okay. I don't remember what my total P&L was there. So I probably have another like 400 bucks of movement there before I have to stop trading that account for the day. Let's see. We're close. Like we're close. All right. We had profit there. We could have taken it for sure. But now we're just waiting. Waiting. All right. I do think price is going to come down, but again, this could be the bottom right here. We saw this before. The trade I entered was perfect. I just held on too long. We saw this before. So like, let's say price touches here and bounces. If this thing goes green, this is not an entry. Price bounces here. If it continues, then it continues. But it bounced here, and then if it rolls back up, that's basically buyer stepping in saying we're not going anywhere. Here's my trade. Had I held, I would have made a lot more. So we're seeing direction properly. I just held on too long. I should have waited, exited, and then waited for this one, and then have myself a new trade. Here's the 5 minute over here, if you guys can see that. And we're starting to see price curl back a little bit. Now where we reject is we'll see. Like this line right here is kind of what I have as a rejection line. If we blow past that, we could get maybe down to here, another 6-7 points. But I want to see, what's the ATR doing? ATR is curling back up. We're at 5. So we need to get to about 7 for us to be happy. But we're just taking some small trades here, nothing major. And let's see if we can get ourselves a little bit of a move here. Okay, so price touches right there. That's important to keep in mind. That's exactly where my support was before, which is basically from here. Let's see if price wants to test this or if it wants to just move back up immediately. If we get a trend, then that's fine. We just got to make sure that we're trading it properly here. Let's see. Okay. Price outside our channel. So now we want to wait for a pullback. We're textbook here. Okay, I've got 12 of you guys watching. If you guys haven't already, like and subscribe. Really happy to have all you guys here. We should have ourselves a decent little trade here in just a second. Following all the rules. Anytime you get a candle like this, we'll take all this off for just a second. Like this right here, where there's no top wick, that's very strong selling. Now this is letting me know that we could be done with this move. That the next candle potentially could be moving up. Let's be patient here, maybe not. All right, so price hits our resistance line, our support line again. We're flying down. All right, great. Okay, so maybe we have ourselves a downtrend here, which is good. Now we're waiting. We just need to find ourselves a spot to enter. And one of the rules for the model is very simple, which is basically when price makes it a wick in the direction that you want, that's kind of an invalid trade from here on. Like there's nothing to enter here. Even though this thing might come down to here, it might come somewhere in here. This is a non-validated trade, meaning if price were to go back up into our sell zone, we would not take that. We'd have to wait for the next candle. Because price could have basically made its bottom, buyers would have stepped in, and then now we're looking for not longs, but price to basically start moving back in the direction of up. That could happen right here. So we'll see. Be patient. Wait and be patient. Okay. Ooh, there we go. There's price flying down. Reversal here potentially. Ooh, I missed it. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, so price touches this bottom right here. This can mean a lot of things. I'm going to be patient, and if I get price up here, I'll take a sell. Almost. I'll move it up a little higher. Oh, I got filled. I got filled, so I'm in. All right, so I'm in this sell, and I wanted to see price really move up here higher before moving back down. It gets kind of to my spot, so that's good. Let's see what we got. So we're up 60. We're kind of sitting in profit, and there's basically one or two things going to happen. This thing is really going to go up, or it's going to continue to drop down. That's 140. It's 100. We're up 240 in this one, and it flashed on me. I didn't get a chance. Okay, it looks like buyers might have stepped in on this one. 120, 40, 20 bucks. Now we're 60, 100. This one's really jumping on us. I don't know which way price wants to go here. Looks like that could have been our bottom there. Let's see, 140, 180, 140. Okay, so we're gonna take 200 bucks on that trade. I don't necessarily like what price is doing here. Could have made a little bit more, and maybe this thing is gonna go down, and I'm just impatient. But the way I'm looking at this trade was that price basically made a low 3 times. Now this is the third, but twice here. And I got burned on a trade like this right here. I'm pretty sure I got burned on this. Price pulled down, and then I got into the trade when it was up here, and it just flew beyond me. Whoops. And so that made me very cautious. Now, that lesson did not repeat itself here potentially because it did bounce. So good trade, but not in the way I wanted it to be. So that's fine. Head and shoulders pattern. Blade, I don't trade head and shoulder patterns like that because they form and then they are good and then maybe not. So we'll see what this wants to be. I don't know. This thing could be coming down. It could be sitting. We'll just be patient and see. VWAP, we're sitting at a deviation band, so that's good. So price could bounce here. It could continue its way down. Let's see. So there's price breaking. Let's see. Now price hit the take profit, so it doesn't matter what this candle does. It's not an entry. If it continues to go, then it goes. It looks like price just made another bottom right here. So let's make sure that we add that. Okay. The reason we're not taking this trade is because price hit our take profit first before hitting a pullback, which means that this candle is probably going to be green. And if it ends up being red, then that's crazy price action. Then we can trade the next candle. But if price hits our take profit before hitting our entry zone, whichever way, then that's a trade that we don't necessarily want to be a part of. Here's another piece here is price hit one of our VWAP deviation bands. You can kind of see this on the 5 minute, easier than the 1 minute. Price hits it and rejects. I'm not saying we're going to continue to go long. What I am saying is that this move right here is paused, and we're going to have to sit back and wait a little bit. So be patient. So we nailed one. That's good. We had the right look. Now we got to be patient. Got 11 of you guys watching. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Ideally, we're going to put out a ton of content for you guys to soak in and really take advantage of. All right, so we have price pushing up here, and then it rejects. That should have been the entry. I didn't catch it. Should have seen that. But let's put the theory back on there. What's the theory say? Theory says we're long. So if anything, we should be looking for a long trade here, which is fine. I don't want to take a long into this. My 50 just turned over from long to short. So did my 34, and then my 12 EMA and 5 are still low, and so I don't necessarily know that I want to take a long into this. Okay, if the market's coming down, we want to take shorts. Market's going up, we want to take longs. That's pretty obvious. But we'll be patient here, though. There's some money to be made here, but not in my account. I'll tell you that. All right. So price pushing up here. I like a short here, but neither model is calling for it. So we're gonna be patient and just wait. We're outside the channel, which is good, but I want to be patient here. Price is probably going to get back into the channel. And an easy trade to take is when price drops out of the channel, in this case drops out, and then reverses back up. Those are easy trades to take. Here is a chance for us to do that. So in this next candle here, we probably have a chance to go long. Even though price is negative, we have clear support down here. Price is held a couple times down here. And so now the question just becomes, what do we want to do? Here's the resistance that we're battling right here. So if this candle can get through that, okay? All right, so now here we go. ATR is coming up a little bit. Okay, we'll wait for more. Buyers and sellers are in between. So here's, on our 5 minute, here's the deviation band and here's the channel, or the EMAs rather. We're just waiting. Let's just wait to see what happens here. I don't necessarily know. Does price want to make a new low here? Maybe. It touched almost here. So we're gonna wait. We have some action here, which is great. Got some action, so that's great. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right. 5 minute looks very clean to me. We have a very, if I put the model back on, this candle hit the sell zone and dipped off. That's great. And here, I'm gonna get rid of these support lines and resistance lines so we can see it a little bit better. But we've got ourselves a really nice set of price action here. Down here, up right here. Sometimes you can ignore a wick that violates all the rules because it was just a one-off. But it looks like price is basically done going down. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know what you guys see, but it looks like that to me. Potential long right here? Not yet. Maybe, I don't know. I should have taken that. I should have taken that one. Wouldn't have made a ton of money on it, but I should have been aggressive with it. Be patient. It's there though. It is there. I had to regroup, took a week off. So I'm up to my maybe 5 to eval. Should be some knowledge. Okay. All right. Yep, update will come. Okay. All right. So we're waiting around here, and this is what I like to see a lot is these big ass candles, but like no movement. Because what that means, and by big I just mean for right now, we're at ATR's at 6. I like to climb it to like 8, that'd be cool. 7 or 8. But we have this we have all this movement right here, which means price is gonna do something. It's going to get lower than this, or it's going to get higher than this. It will not sit in here forever. And so what ends up happening from here is going to be a nice trend. Price will continue to go back up. Great, we'll take a long. Price will continue to come back down. Great, we'll take a short. On the 5 minute, it looks a little bit more obvious to me that price is going to come back down. But I'm not trading on the 5 minute, and so I'm going to keep this in mind, but watch as we see what price wants to do here. Okay. Price is rolling back up. I really, I want to take a short there. I wanted to short there. It didn't give me the opportunity. And so now we're going to have to just wait for the next candle because there's no edge here. You got to wait. Got 9 of you guys watching. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Happy to have you guys here. And we're just checking around some different things here. Okay, got a lot of you guys in my DMs, a lot of you guys messaging. So happy to have you guys all around everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook even. TikTok even, I should say. TikTok isn't great for me. I don't know what it is, but it's just not on my platform, I guess. Great content though. All right, so we get a pullback here and we will go short. Not yet. But if price pulls back here, now here's what we're battling is like, yeah, okay. We had price bounce right there, and then we had price bounce over here. I'll explain this in a second. And then we had basically these 2 candles violate that, and then now these 2 candles violate this one. And so these are still support and resistance lines. These are still valid, but we have seen price like reject them a couple times. Now what makes trading these kinds of trends hard is you get wicks on the wrong side of the candle. What I mean by that is we're making lows, but the lows are coming from like the bottom wick on a short. Ideally, I want the wicks to come up here. We can take trades out here. When it's here, it's kind of as if buyers keep stepping in, and maybe price is going to come down. Like maybe the momentum is to the downside, but it's going to be like a quick move, or potentially you could get blown out of your trade. Like we want to ideally see price roll up here first, then push down, because these bottom wicks don't help us. If anything, they cause you to take losses when you shouldn't, which is why my choppiness index is still red instead of blue, because of these wicks. Now the 5 minute is very clear as to what it's looking to see, which is this. Very, very obvious to see. Short, 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 short. All this is very easy. Okay, now I would take a short here normally, but I see price bouncing here, and I don't know that we're gonna hold and make new lows. By new lows, I mean like right there, which is a point away. Not even a point away. So be patient. Let's see. Be patient. But this is, we're looking for price to open up and kind of start moving again, and where we're getting it. 12 seconds on new candle. Still be patient. Okay, I got 10 of you guys watching. Happy to have you guys as always. Okay, there's our push up a little bit. Let's see if we can get a little bit higher. This is nothing. Into our zone potentially. Okay, a little higher. Okay, we had a chance. We didn't take it. Okay, so now that was really like the first candle we had a chance at taking. Now this lets me know where we've got strong selling. Of all the candles so far, this is the one that I like the most. I'll explain why. Even though this thing might get green. We opened up with buyers stepping in, and then we had sellers step in and push price all the way back down. To me, that's like the first step in this thing coming down. Now, if this candle erases it, then like what was occurring here was a precursor for price going back up, right? If all of these wicks down here were basically buyers stepping in, if this candle holds and goes green, we potentially have buyers stepping in here. And let's see what we got. And so none of this is going to be great to trade. None of this. Theory says long. I knew that. And so we should be looking for a long here. Again, I don't want to go long on this thing. Like this trend right here is not what I'm looking for. But if price goes sideways for a little bit, then comes back down, we have some opportunity. So be patient. We'll wait for it. Gotta head out, of course. Have a great one. Thanks for signing off. All right, Joe. Good night, you guys watching. We'll continue into the afternoon here. We'll see what we got here. See what we got. Being patient, being patient. Got a lot of messages to get to. Okay, price pulling up. We don't want to short this. We just want to wait. What are you up to? Just waiting. That bitch ain't gonna be. It's like 6 o'clock, 5, 6. It's gonna be a minute before it turns on. All right, looking for a long still. I'm not, but the market's calling for it. Looks like. Now, ordinarily, I would like a long here, take it and see if I can get to run up. What I don't want to do though is like buy into all this downward movement. Even though this trade could be right, it's not the best muscle to be working out to try and flex, is calling these bottoms and reversals, because although this trade could work out, what would work out a lot better is if price popped up and then ran down, because that's where all the momentum is, okay? Momentum's down, so we want to take long, or we want to take short trades. Here's my VWAP. Get that off the chart. Boom. I don't even know if I need the theory on there for right now. We'll just keep it as that. And that's exactly what we wait for. It's exactly what we're waiting on right here. All right. Is price to come down, even though it made stopped at our support line. That's what I was waiting on. See if we can get a price pop up here and go short. Man, this is so tough to do when the ATR is at 5. This stinks. So price is moving, but not like I'd want it to. We're chilling, we're chilling. Market's still green by 1%, which is good. 100 points. We got nothing here, we're just waiting around. If we don't get some moves soon, then we'll jump off. But for now, we're sitting in a good spot. Got 12 of you guys watching. Thank you for joining. Comment where you're watching from, what you're up to, where you're trading from, and how your day has gone so far. I, so far, have blown an account, and we're in another one, so we're hanging in there. Let's see what we got, though. All right. we're making new lows, then we're good. If we're making not new lows, then we're not good. Okay. That's better. Ooh, that looks lovely. Okay, so now we're looking for shorts. I'm going to sell right there. Now this is a super aggressive one. I got in super early because I thought price was going to fly down here. Was I right? Maybe. Let's see, 100 bucks, 80, 40. I mean, is this thing just going to stop right here? I'd be shocked. Wow. Okay. So super early. I'm going to close that one out. I'm going to sell right there. There we go. So I closed out that one at 220. My entry was way too soon. I thought price was going to run. It didn't. And now I re-entered because price gets back into my sell zone where I wanted it to get. I didn't think it would though. I thought price was just going to fly down. I was a little impatient there. Took a small loss, and now we're going to get it back in this trade ideally, and then get price to get back to where it needs to go. So we need about 220 on this trade, and then we need a little more to get back to profit. 360, okay, 340, 300, damn, 280, 240, 260, 300. Now we're chilling. That is really where my entry should have been. We'll take 260 on that one, so plus 40 altogether on both of those two trades there. Not great, not the best execution in the world, but it was decent. And so we're still fighting for this account, which is good, still doing good. Now we gotta wait. And this happens from time to time. Actually really annoying that happened, where we had price basically jump down quickly. I got in, that was profitable, and then it got long, which is fine. I got in again, but really difficult to believe price just pauses right here. That stinks. Hate when that happens. Feels like the trend just stops the moment you jump in. Hate when that happens. All right, be patient here. I'm not looking for another short on this candle, but the next one I'm looking to tell me something. Either this is a strong support, price is going to go back up for a little bit, or we're going to blow past it and I'm going to get myself into another sell. Let's see. Waiting. And I want price to get up a little bit higher first. ATR is down in the gutter at 5.5. No fun zone there. So we have to temper our expectations of profit. Okay, so there's price pulling up a little bit. I went sell early. I'm up 20, down 40. My entry should have been up here. Instead it was down there. That stinks. Now, maybe I'm still right. Let's see. If not, we'll have to do the same thing we did last time. Yeah. Be patient, down 80, 60 even. Okay, so there's was movement. My stomach's killing. I gotta take a shit. 140, 60, we're bouncing in between. There's profit, more, less. $120. Take $100 on that trade. Nothing, just not a whole lot's going on. We have the ATR sitting at 5, and so there just isn't going to be a lot of opportunity for us to take huge moves, and we have to temper that. In the morning, that same look could have been $200-300 easily, and that loss could have been $400 easily. So we have to just make sure that we're keeping an eye on what's actually going on, and just remember the atmosphere here. I'm going to go sell right there. I got an $80 fill. Letting price go is $20. I was up. Now I'm down even. Down $100. Down 200. Down to 140. 100. Okay. 120. 180. 160. Okay. Close out $20 there. Out of that trade. All right, so price is long. So made some money there, fine. But prices look like it wants to get long now, which is fine. Anytime you can manage a trade and get out even, I would call it $20-40 even on that. Solid. I tried to call the market's bluff. I could have. My entry was too low. So it should have been here, and I would have made some decent money there. I'd be with 3 times 2 is 6 times 2. So I made $120 on that one. I could have. It's about the max that was there. So not a great trade, but there was profit there to be had. If you can't get profit, the best thing to do is get out, because now I don't want to be holding this sell onto this candle. That makes sense. We'll just wait. Okay. We are chilling. 12 of you guys watching, really appreciate it. Looks like we're getting long here. So price bottoms right here, which is solid. We'll see what we get next. If you guys haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe the video and channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Got a lot of you guys watching. Really happy to have you guys here. Hopefully you guys are learning something. So far today we have blown an account and we're in the next one. I always keep a couple of them on me because they're cheap. But we were up 1,000 in that first one, and then we ended up losing. Not a full 1,000. We ended up losing. Maybe it was a full 1,000. We ended up blowing that account, so it wasn't great. But we were up 1,000 at one point. We were like $400 and something away from being done with it. So could be better, could be worse. Okay. Let's see. Now, is price done with this move, or should I be looking for a short way up here? You guys let me know. Okay, price goes up. Price is flying. What if I sold that? Come up with some new ideas here. If price were to hit the take profit first, not that it's worth shorting because this would be a loss, but that's an idea just to keep in mind based on what the calculations are. If price hits the take profit first before hitting the sell zone, like that could be worth taking your short on. This, it had to be quick, but like that would work out. Let's see if it happens again. Test that theory out. So let's see. We should have 2 ways to trade this. All right. If you're in an Apex account, I would not take it in that account. I would take it in a paper account. Okay, so price is flying. Let's see what we get here. All right, so if we don't get in the sell zone first, then we're not taking, then we're gonna, okay, so I'm gonna get long right there. Ooh, horrible fill. My fill should have been down there. And so I have to, I just have to deal with it, but that stinks. Fill was rough, and the spread's only half a point, and maybe because the ATR is so low, like candles aren't moving that big, that half a point just seems much bigger than it is. But man, that's dumb. Okay, so my entry should have been down there, which is fine. The question is am I directionally accurate? As in, do I have price really rolling up here, or am I a little bit early on this thing? So there's 140, 160, we're down. I think I'm right, but maybe price wants to reject up here. We'll see. Okay, 160, 140, we're down. 180, 200, 180, 140, 120, 100. All right, so prices, our buyers are eating this up a little bit. So next candle is gonna have to, get me right or not. Let's see. Okay, all even Stevens. All right, even, now we're down. I don't like the way this looks. Let's see. 40, 60. Am I gonna make a new high on this little trio or no? 80, good, 100, 40, damn. Minus 20. Okay, so I had a chance, and it looks like that was gonna be it. All right, ooh, didn't get out. On accident, I moved my mouse. That's stupid. 40, 60, 40. Do I have a chance here? Even, up 20, wow. All right, so that misfire helped. $100, 160, 180. 180, that wasn't a skill set, that was almost borderline dumb luck. 240, 280, really good trade here. It was an accident almost. Damn, 120. I'm gonna go long again though. So 120 on that one. Should have been 2 something, but damn, that just happened so fast. All right. I really should save a few contracts because this thing is going down crazy. Do I want to accept a $300 L or no? I'm gonna wait. This is stupid. I hate that this drew down so fast. I thought this was gonna continue to go up and it didn't. And so unfortunately, we are going to, let's see what we can do here. We get out of that one. I'm gonna buy another one right there. Okay. And I'm basically calling the market's bluff here. This could be a bad trade, but I'm basically saying that price isn't gonna go lower than this here, and I'm gonna see it bounce. And I could just be flat out wrong, but I'm profitable so far. Let's see. All right. It looks like we're trading in the chop again, which is fine. I like my entry a ton. If this thing goes negative, then like that's just because the market decided it wants to go back down. But I love my entry here. 40, even, plus 40, minus 20, plus 40. Yeah, we're not going to get what I'm looking for here, I don't think. 80. I'll take $100 on that trade. So minus 200 total on that. Not great. Not great. We're getting out of the hole here. We're moving on up, but man, it is tough sledding right now. So I wait for a new trend. I didn't enter the trade. I am bold. Sometimes bold works, sometimes bold is not great. Now, if I had to guess, I would say this is looking like a sell. But because we've had so much upward movement, I don't know that I want to take this trade right here. Wait, isn't it cheaper to just get a new one?
No, not anymore. $70 for a new one, $50 for reset.
Okay. Interesting. Just be patient. Just paper trading. Like, just chill, and then do it tomorrow. This market is ass. We're at 6. HS base at 7. This market sucks. Be patient. It'll be all right. All right, got 9 of you guys watching. Happy to have you guys here. If you haven't already, like and subscribe at the channel. Let me know where you're trading from, where you're watching from, or what kind of your trading style is currently. Mine right now is choppy, is what the style is right now. It's super choppy. So nothing going on good right here. Let's just be patient. If I had to look at the 5-minute, long still makes sense based on what price did. It rejected up here, which is damn near where I entered. Like I entered at the very top. Annoying. Okay, I got too aggressive. I had a huge, 200. Well, it's $120. It ended up being, it was $300 or $280 or something like that. But then I kind of opened. I should have closed out. Then it pulls all the way back, and I was able to trade some profit into here from that low to up. But I like that price. I think price is going to go back up. We just have to wait and see. New York 4-hour in focus. Nice. I'm sitting here looking at the 5, and I just want to see. It's hard to tell right now. Price bottomed out right here, but I could see price testing that thing again and coming back down, which we're kind of getting right now. And the new model's calling for it. The old model's calling for it too. So anytime your higher time frame, not higher time frame, but your higher moving averages are flat, you have yourself some chop. And so we gotta be patient. We've been chopping now for a little bit. This is the move. This is the move, and then this is where we wait. So should be patient. Be patient. It's very hard to do, by the way. Very hard to be patient, especially when you're looking at trying to make some solid trades. So, okay. Got price coming down. Price coming down. Okay, maybe we have a short here. Maybe. Okay, so there's price pulling back. Should go long, but no. Trading from Nashville, trading style is a mess. I'm actually in St. Louis, Missouri. So we're not too far away. Trading style is a mess. Sometimes you have to figure out where you don't want to trade and then stick by those rules. For me personally, I don't like to trade inside the channel. Let me see if I can make this a little bit better. Make these lines like more white or more firm. But for me, it's not trading inside the channel. If I can trade outside of the channel, then I'll be doing myself a huge favor. But a lot of times, the trades that I lose are the ones where I'm not trading inside the channel or where I'm trading inside this channel. Not that price is hard to predict, but it's so fast moving that a lot of times you just don't get the chance to get the trades you want. Now, what I'm looking for here is a short. I want to put a nice short on this right here. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, new candle opens, and I want to give myself a short right here. Now, I need price to pull back a little. Okay. We're going to sell right there. Oof. Let's see. What does price want to do? I'm going to get out of that one. Go sell again right here. So entry was bad. We'll call it $200 on an L right there. But I like my position a lot. There's 320. So we're super profitable on this trade. 280, 340, 300, 320. There we go. 520, 720, 680 on that one. Really good trade. And that's how you kind of claw yourself back, right? Had a couple small losses there. We were able to pull some huge profit out, and then price is continuing to run. So now we've got ourselves a nice moving market here. This is exactly what we're looking for. We waited around long enough. We kept our account alive, which is highly important, I think. And now we're back. Got 12 of you guys watching. Let's go body sign the market again. So we want to look for price to pull up here. Okay. Is that all it's going to give us? Let's see. Let's see. We want price to get up here, I think. Like way up here. And the reason I say that is I've seen price the way it's wanted to move. Maybe I get this, maybe I don't, but I want to see it. All right, so there's that. I don't know how I'm going to get that position though. Fudge. Let's see. I'm going to take a sell right there. Ooh, I can't because it got rejected because I had an order in already. So no, we're not going to take a sell right there. Patient, patient, patient. All right, maybe that's the position right there. Let's see. There's 100 that we're down, 60, 40, 20, 40, minus 40, minus 60. Going the wrong way, boys. Minus 100. There we go. Minus 80. Fuck. All right, so ATR must be a lot higher. Yeah, we're sitting in a good spot here. 20, 40, minus 100. Damn it. See what this new candle wants to do. Okay, I'm looking for a sell here. A still. All right, so price pops up a little bit, and does it run down? My position on this candle is not great, but it was solid. 160, 200, 160, 120. Plus 60 on that one. Fudge. I had 120 and I didn't capture it, and I probably could have held and made a little bit more. But we're going to be patient here, and we are trading our account back to where it needs to be. All right, so did price make a bottom here? Maybe. Let's see. Let's see. So price jumps out. I caught, I think it was 680 on this candle right here. That big candle.
This one.
Yeah, 680 on that one. I got in, got out, and then got in again because I had a bad entry, and it worked out really well. So let's see what we got here. All right, new low, good, new low detection. And now look at price on the 5 minute. We're definitely curling down here. We had this 5 minutes of BS. Now we're rolling. Let's see if we can get ourselves a decent little push. So we need price to push up here first. I'm assuming that this spot right there is where I think price is going to try to come back to. If it does, then I'm going to go short. All right, so there's price. I want to see it push up about 7 points. And if I can get back to even, that'd be sick. Okay. Maybe I need to be a little, no, I like my spot. Okay, there's price. Get back to where you were before. And the reason I think it's going to go right above these wicks is I've just seen it so many times. So I think it's going to get right above this previous wick here, and if it doesn't, then I'll get out, or I'll jump in myself. But I think if price gets up to here, I'm good with the sell. Let's see. And maybe it doesn't get that far. That's fine. Oh, damn. But maybe it does. So that was an aggressive entry for me that I tried to get, and I didn't get it. All right. Same thing on this next candle. Now this candle didn't go anywhere, so that's fine. Like this is exactly what I'm looking for. Let's see if we can price can push up here again. Dang. If price can get up to like these, basically like right in between these three wicks right there, I'm selling that at 205. I'm selling that. Let's see. Hit 204. I need to climb another 1.5. It doesn't yet. And then get your butt up there. Are you nuts? My stomach going stupid. A little higher. I just think this thing is going to come down, but I need to get higher first. The reason I need to get higher is I need to confirm that what I'm seeing is correct and that buyers are stepping in, but they're stepping in up until a certain point. And let's see. We're going to wait for the next candle here. We're probably going to have a green candle here, but I don't like taking a long here. I want to take a short. Good. A little higher here. Okay, I'm going to go sell. Whoa. I'm going to go sell right there. My fill was maybe the worst I've seen in a long time. That was bad. That was really bad. My fill should have been way up there. I should be profitable right now. It's BS, but whatever. Down 80, down 40. Every dollar counts when you get these things, these fills, and man, that one stunk. Up 20, up 40, up 80, 100, 80. Get your tail down there. 120, 160, 200, 180, 200. 280, there we go, 360, 340. Okay, we're gonna close that one out at 360. So really good trade there. Probably left a lot on the table. Every time I exit, it feels like it happens, but that's okay. So good trade there. We are back to moving this account in the right direction. Let's see what we got here. If we get price to pull up a little bit, and then was that it? Or do I think price is gonna get back to where it was before? So really good trade there. We traded that really well. Add this on the chart here. Okay, so we're at 2 hours, 20 minutes. Okay. Again, we want to see price. It doesn't look like price is really making any new lows, but we still have a ton of profit opportunity here. So we have price hasn't really made a true new. I mean, we had this one right here, but like we haven't made a real new low since this candle right here, and we've been able to make good money on all of these candles inside of here. Not all of them, but a couple of them. Which is how you want to be able to trade. So ideally this thing falls, it collapses, and we just take a huge chunk of money out of the market right here. But if it doesn't give us that, that's fine. We just have to trade around what the market is allowing us to have. All right, so far so good. Let's keep being patient here. Got 80 of you guys watching, happy to have you guys in. When this move is over, we'll be out of here. So let's just see what price wants to do here. Push down first, looks like price is gonna go back up here. All right. Now we just have to be patient and hang out. Okay. Okay, we're just waiting around for price, and then we will eventually find ourselves in a spot where we can take advantage. Okay, so damn, I know I'm taking advantage of. Yeah. All right, so put that there. Add and okay. All right. Let's see what we got. Looking for longs now. Let's be patient. I don't think this thing is done yet, but it could be. Let's see what we got here. Okay, wow, so we have price bouncing potentially. Let's see what that turns itself into. Let's see. Whoa, all right, so we got price flying. Now the question is, do we think this is more of a short that we're looking for? Or do we want to like take this as a long? Let's see what price wants to do here. I kind of want to go short right here, but I'm going to be patient. This isn't the trade I want to take. I want to see if price can exit this and roll back up. Or, because look at the 5 minute here. What we're seeing is that price has really made this bottom. And so now it could just be the fact that, or it could be time for us to go back up. So let's see. Okay. We're waiting around. Eventually, we will find ourselves in a good spot. All right, so is price going up? Maybe. Here's that double top up there that we saw. That could be a nice target for price. Let's see if we get a pullback here, we can go long. If we don't get a pullback, then there's nothing for us to trade here. ATR back down. Okay, unless price really pulls back, probably somewhere into here, I'll take a long. So yeah, we're not getting that. Okay, so could we be back in a long trend? I don't know. But are we kind of done with this downtrend? Potentially. Be patient. We will be patient. Still waiting. Let's see this next candle here. See what we got. Okay. Price flying up. Is it rejecting? So the question is it going to reject the 34 and 50 EMA on the 5 minute? And then is it going to hold the 50 EMA here on the 1 minute and go up? I don't know. Let's see. We don't necessarily need to take this trade right here. Like, we don't need to do that, but we do need to be a little bit more patient and just see what price wants to do. If this is actually a move, then we'll have another trade or two to take. But if it's not a move, then we're going to save some money. So be patient. Be very, very patient. Okay, so price is going up, but not a trade for me just yet. Let's be patient. Price is flattening out now, so we'll have one of two things. One of three things. Price is going to fly some more because it's settling. It's going to reverse back down because it's done going up, or we're going to get choppy. And if we get choppy, it's probably the worst case because you'll be right and wrong, and you'll probably get out when you're wrong, and then the trade will go in the direction you thought when you're right. So we want to just be patient here and let price clarify what it wants to do first, and then we'll take a trade. So let's just be patient, see what happens. Let's see here. Okay, let's do this. All right, so price is building for sure. Okay, so we want to look for a long now. I think price is trying to make this new high, which is cool. Now, we could get ourselves into a position where like price just rejects this level right here, which would stink. But I'm being patient, and I think we're ready to roll back up here, maybe. In which case, I'll keep that 33 level in mind, 11 points away. I'll keep that level in mind. Let's say price made a new high. Now we're going to wait for this next candle, and then maybe we have a trade here. Maybe. Just be patient. Okay, next candle loading, and we're going to take a trade here potentially. All right, price pushing down. I've seen this before. Buying right, what? Buying right there, that was a horrible fill, but the trade's gonna work out for me. 140, 200, 100, 120, 140. Okay, we'll have to close out on 60 on that one. But that trade, I might take it again. No, I can't. I wanted to, but I couldn't. Really good trade there, but man, price jumped around, and I know the ATR is really low, and so that can have a huge impact, but I'm gonna go long again right here. I'm gonna call the market's bluff again. And this is really risky trading, but I think I'm right. I was right once. Let's see if we can be right again, if we're gonna get back what we just made. Okay, 60, should we have 100, 80, 40, 60, 40, 60, 40, 60, 60, 80, there we go. 100. How does that happen? How do you just, data so far delayed that it would open like that? Okay, we're at to close that one out, plus 20, I guess, on that one. Right again, annoyed that we even had to deal with that. So good, another good trade there, but we don't have price doing a whole heck of a lot here. So we're gonna be patient and maybe see this thing keep going back up, or we're gonna wait. Two really good trades there, but annoyed. I agree. I think we're right. We captured a lot there. The thing about TradingView is that from time to time, you get such poor fills that it is hard to navigate. And maybe what I need to do is load up trade of 8 to my right and just have it there. But we'll see because this is kind of annoying. That's okay. When the ATR is really low like this, you have a chance at getting screwed out of some of your positions, and this it happens from time to time. All right, so looks like we're looking for a short here. My spread's 50, 0.5, 0.75. That's really high. So if the market's not moving a lot, then what's going to happen is I'm going to get my fill. It's going to be terrible. So market makers won't lose anything. I'm going to go short right there. Are you kidding? I'm up $100 though. 120, 140, 160. We'll take $80 on that one. So we're just carving out pieces of the market here. Really good trade there as well. Super solid trade there. We continue our path, but because the ATR is so low and because my spread is so large now, I don't typically like that. Let's just be done for the day here. This move is trying to make something, but not enough for me to be trading in an eval and trying to pass when we don't have enough market movement. So really good day. Thank all of you guys for coming on out, streaming, liking, subscribing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for the replay. That'll be out here shortly. And man, we're ready to rock and roll. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll do 9 a.m. Central and we will go from there. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.